our performance, because maybe you think someone should do something for you or something like that. When you come up, immediately mute your mic yourself. No one will do it. Mawizi, are you there?
I'm here. Good evening.
You're very welcome. Introduce yourself before you proceed.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm from Nigeria. I came on. I have to wait first for my time. So I'm very happy and glad that I got the opportunity to sit on the panel to share thought concerning Africa. Africa is our home, and nobody will run away from Africa. We have to stick to ourselves, and we have to fight for ourselves. If you want something, you have to fight for it. That thing will never come and find you where you are. You have to fight for it. The issue concerning Africa, what the brother said is what is going on in my community also. Because we Africa to ourselves, in other aspects, we are still a problem to ourselves, which we have to educate ourselves more, to stick to ourselves. Africa is our continent. Those borders that I think the host has been saying is we have to observe them first to see how it is now. But I want to share my thought about the what happened globally to the whole black people on 30th. I'm overwhelmed. I was thinking that it's just from Africa, but I saw it from our brothers, the Caribbeans countries like Jamaica them, and then they said that the movement is for blacks, it's not only for Africans. So our people that have been sold, they stick and then they come up to say that no, enough is enough. The journey is not tough, but we have to believe that yes, we can do it. We have to believe that we can go to extra mile and do it. Every day I used to say that I thank God for the social media. Social media is the strong backbone that will help Africa to liberate, because it makes us to make communication a little bit easier than before. And it helps us to go deep to our history, and it helps us to go to extra mile to check some things which are very important to us. So I am very happy and I'm very glad that we have one voice today in Africa. But I used to say this thing every day to check some things that I want us to organize or to build a system that we can unite the African youth. That is, we have to vote a leader which can lead the whole African youth in the movement. I want us, the youth of the continent, to deal with all these politicians that age is not by their side and they are misleading us. They don't have structure for the continent. They don't have structure for themselves. They are just looting and doing nothing. If Ibrahim can achieve those things in just 2 or 3 years, and those that they are in leadership for more than 10, 15 years, what are we doing? We have to stick to them that we will build a system of a youth of Africa movement that will deal with the whole 52 countries. Each and every leader that is not doing well, we have a way of dealing with him so that we can make this movement strong, because they are not helping us. They are not even helping themselves. Look at like Ahmed Bola Tinubu of Nigeria. The structure of the government is very poor. Every day masses will cry. Insecurity every day. and tomorrow you will just go to France, all these foreign countries. You want to lend money, and you are doing nothing, no structure for your country, and you just want to leave your people to be dying. If that system can work, please, we want to make it. It's on only that one way we can defeat them. Bob Marley said, we African, we fight it necessary because we know we shall win as we are confident in the victories. My time is up. Let me run myself up. Thank you so much. But we have to build that movement in Africa that we can unite and to get back ourselves very easily. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And by the way, I love how you are very attentive to the details. You notice your time is up. It's people like you, when you speak, I listen to you. You know, you keep your word. You are a person of practice. You understand? You don't tell people to do the same thing over and over and over, and it's like they're forcing themselves to do it, but they want to preach big things. We start small to achieve the big stuff. Small as just deciding to work on yourself, for example, so that you are not here betraying your brothers and sisters, pretending around your brothers and sisters. You don't know yourself, you don't know your land. Huh? I get moody when people have to be told to do small things. It's micromanagement, and I'm very allergic to that. We need to be self-sufficient in spirit and in the flesh. Suleiman, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're welcome. Introduce yourself before you proceed. Good submission, Mawizi.
Yeah, I'm called Suleiman Blessing. I'm streaming from South Sudan, but I want to know, where are you streaming from? Kavata?
I am streaming from a distant land. If that's okay, continue. Don't waste your time, please. You have 4 minutes left.
No, you're supposed to tell me exactly where I'm streaming from, because I've told you my location.
You are not supposed to say your location. You are supposed to say your original country. So if you must know, I'm a Kenyan. I am from the Luya and Kamba tribe.
Yeah, because I can hear when you managed us. I was like, which kind of a lady is this that can manage men to an extent that you mute our mic, everybody comes in.
I haven't
like
muted.
your,
I haven't
no,
muted anyone's mic. I have asked people to be responsible with their mics.
yeah, I like your life, but it's too much of restriction. I have to tell you that one as a friend, as an African, as a good
So
sister.
are you saying that we should entertain your background noise on a panel? What are you saying?
No, I'm saying I like the way you manage us. It's good. You're a good manager. Now, let me just go straight to my point.
No, don't give me a back-ended comment, my friend. I am asking people when they come up the panel, they mute their mic so we can have order on the panel. We want to have serious conversations. What's the problem?
It's okay. Let's just cover it. If we need peace.
No. We want to just square the issue. What is the problem?
There's no problem with that.
I don't understand. No, you are not following simple instructions, and then you want to come and give me a back-ended comment.
The problem is, to mute yourself, Sule. The problem is discipline. You know, when you try to be disciplined, some of our people will see that you are being too harsh. This is why our continent is the way it is. This is why we struggle when we travel outside, because we are not disciplined. When people are trying to instill discipline, you become a problem. I don't think you should go back and forth with him. He's ready to talk. Let him go ahead and talk. Anyone who is not disciplined, this platform is not for you.
We have to be disciplined. That's why in Africa we're in the problem we're in.
Let's move on.
All right, let's renew his minutes because I don't want to be unfair lest I'm accused again. Suleiman, the floor is yours. Suleiman, I will give you extra time. Make your submission.
All right. Thank you, everybody here. I've learned to be disciplined, and I'm as long as I log into this platform, I will be muting my microphone. I think that's the best way to do. Kenyan, you are the giant now of Africa. You have replaced Nigeria, which is very good. And everybody now knows the history of Africa. Everybody, every life that I'm joining, everyone is talking about Africa, Africa. But Africa was not our original our original name. We had our own name. Africa was given to us by imperialism. It's also, but we can't deny it now because whatever we are using in Africa is from whites, language, from the language, fonts, everything we are using is from them. So now I want to talk about the big man we are talking about here, Ibrahim Traore. The war has started. We went for a movement. It's called striking. We went to march and we have come out. But US now they are taking the other. They have another way of doing their things. So one thing I want to tell you guys, as youth of Africa, we are starting war, and we should know how we are going to finish this war, because the war has started, and we have made everything avail. To the whites to know that we know what they are planning concerning the Africa, and we want to intervene in that matter. But now, for me, what I was telling my friends when we were in the meeting is that I tell them the governments have failed us to speak about Ibrahim Traore. When the big man died, in the Pope in Rome died, all Africans, they traveled and they went there and they say condolences, because that is their master. But when we had the issue like this issue in Burkina Faso, the big men in Africa, I call them big men, they are not talking anything. That's the government. They are not talking anything. So the only civilians are the one running up and down, say, no, we don't want this, we don't want this. But the government is not saying anything. So I was telling my friends, we know that America is trying to launch war on Burkina Faso, which they are starting from Ivory Coast. Why don't we be going live and advising ourselves that everybody should buy a panga? Because this war is going to be a very big war that it can cause us pain, but we need to cause also American pains or the Western pains. Everybody should buy their own panga, put in your house. By the moment they start from Burkina Faso, we come out with our pangas, we march to the embassy, we commit also what they committed in Rwanda 1994, genocide, and then we show them that there is pain in killing someone in his own land. That is what actually I have in mind as a solution. We can first start thinking right now to solve the other one. But right now, Africans, we are still down because we don't have even our own language we are using. We don't have anything because our leaders did not even suffer for us. They are just serving in the interest of the white. I am not going to talk much because now everybody here has something to say, but I will keep on following you guys. But I am with you guys, behind you. In anything, I am ready. I'm ready even to join the military in Burkina Faso to defend my land and to defend African culture. Thank you, Madam Calvata. Have a good evening.
For your submission.
Alberta, I
Yes.
want to have more interaction with him. Suleiman,
Yes.
what is your first name? Your first legal name?
I was just given that, Suleiman, and I'm not a Muslim. Actually, I'm against the religions, Christianity, Muslim, and this book of law they brought to Africa. All these things that we're using in Africa for whites monopoly. I am against it.
Okay, good. I just want to say this. whoever is bringing the theory of African was named by a white man is not true. Everybody listening to me, listen carefully. Go and do your research very well. Even when you type it on Google, they give you a lot of theories. Okay? And the theories they are giving you, they have Africa, as in Ethiopia, saying the beginning. Some of our indigenous languages, we have Africa in it. I am a tree, so I don't know about your languages, but I want you guys to pay attention. Afrikane in tree means the beginning. If somebody go to a place and conquer the place and put the name of the place on himself, he it doesn't make the person it doesn't say that the person named that place. We need to decolonize our brain. These white people are trying to tell us that everything that we have, they made it. The hunter always tell things to glorify himself. Please do the researches. Do the researches. There are a lot of you complaining about the name Africa. Africa was not given to us by the colonizer. I want you guys to do your research and come and face me here on it. You will only see different theories. Whoever is even reporting it is not aware. But so far as in my indigenous language, as an Akan, I have that name. I don't think they give us that name. So I want you guys to get it out of your mind. Because that is what they've been doing ever since that they give us everything. Or even all the inventions of the black people, they steal it. They didn't name us this. We are rewriting history and we are rewriting our story. They did that in a way for a lot of you who are outside Africa not to have glory and like Africa. I only ask that we educate ourselves and we do away with their propaganda. They didn't name us Africa. They didn't name us. I don't have a source. The source that you think you have, they give you theories. They don't state it emphatically. If you think that you have done your research and that is what they are telling you, I dare you to come up on the screen and do this with me. I dare any of you because you want to believe the white man so easy. I dare you to come up on the screen, put up your sources, and let's do this. The only thing they give you is theory. Have a strong mind, Africans. Reclaim yourself. Tell your own history. Don't believe what these people are saying. How many theories have they given you? Do you see Egypt in it? Do you see Africa? Oh, you don't want to see that. You want to go to because they have the same sound in Greek. So okay, or Greek, but you all of you ignore even part of the theory they've put in Egypt, Africa. All of you ignore it. You only go to the white man. It only shows you how messed up we are in the brain. Do your research and climb up. And I'm waiting for everyone who wants to come and challenge that it was given, and I will prove you wrong. Start doing your researches and come up with.
To ask my grandfather, I will ask them, then I will get it because the one that I read, it was saying that African name was given to us as African.
Can you
And then I want to say
can you give
something
me
about
hold on? Can you give me the resources? I will open the camera right now and I will prove you wrong. Can you give me the resource of where you read that?
let me
Yes, I will need it and I will prove everybody wrong in this life. When you are reading, pay attention. Pay attention. Where is the resource coming from? Who is behind the resource? What is the resource saying? Please don't just read things and accept and move on as Africans. Nobody can tell our history. Our history is not even on internet. It is passed down.
No, do you know how much discipline goes to actually studying? You observe very carefully. You don't just read words and pass by the words, you know?
Exactly. And
So
I have somebody with the name user 50110 asking me a question. Are you even are you a robot? With no with no what you call a profile picture user asking me, come up if you can talk. And I need all of you to be very careful about your surroundings and your environment. Do not allow people, this whitey supremacy, to tell you they gave you everything. They took everything from us. They even said we were uncivilized. They said a whole lot of things about us. But as we are going to recover ourselves, we need to
And TM, when people don't know
about our own
themselves, when people don't know themselves, that's why they fall for this nonsense.
exactly.
You are not working hard. Know yourself. Know yourself day and night. That's important. Go on, TM. You are firing me up.
Yeah. He's trying to look for it from Google, but I'm waiting for him to bring it up. And you will even have some Africans who will fight you and tell you, yes, it's made by the white man because your mind is colonized. And the dangerous person is the colonized African, thinking that everything about them is inferior. Whatever the white man says is what it is. Who is he to tell you who you are? Don't give them too much credit. Don't do that.
They have the credibility.
If you understand the Chi language, you will know that Africa is a word in our language. So how did they bring that language? How? We should proceed when he comes back. We shouldn't keep them waiting. Guys, keep tapping on the screen
I'll come
and
back
share
to
the
you.
love.
I'll come back to you. I'm here. I'm just
No
getting the right.
problem.
TM, you have feedback. You have feedback from United Afri. He's saying he loves your panel. Maybe you should subscribe.
Thank
He's
you.
speaking in Swahili, so United Afri should write in English so that Mdosweto aelewe, the king himself. Who's next? Are we moving on, or you guys are still talking?
Move on.
TM. All right, DJ Q.
Greetings. Yeah,
Greetings
my
again.
name is Q, and I'm from Jamaica. I have a few things I want to say. I'm going to say it quick. That Nigerian guy who came up here and talk about people must be content. It's like I can't relate to them kind of stupidness. How you going to be related when Nigeria is a place electricity get cut off every day? You be content with that? You're crazy. Anyway, and then when I get into another subject with the African name, them things are not important to me, Cause let me tell you something. You guys don't understand that we're in a revolution. That's the mindset that we have. I don't know the mindset what you guys have, but in Jamaica, America, you understand, we have a revolution mindset. And let me tell you something. People talking about if such and such country do certain things to this man, you don't realize that where we live. You don't realize it, do you? Don't you know this place will get burned down? You mad? You think it's that simple? You don't know the set of people them like the black people them that live America and the Caribbean. You don't know. You just don't know. When the guys just talking, and we ready. We been ready more than 20 years now, and this is the time when I want to talk about foolishness. I don't hear no revolution talking. Adapt me depend. I don't have no time. Another thing that really get me mad. The brother talk about people get kidnapped and this kind of thing. Yeah, it was bad. But let me tell you something. You see, if something happen like that in Jamaica, America, people will definitely analyze that quick. Not even police have to deal with it. We have a different mindset with things like that. You people can't sit back and just make those things just happen like it's. I tell you, what's going on? It's just like some of the things I hear, I can't relate to it. Because let me tell you something, man. I'm trying to tell you. And you will see it for yourself. I don't even know if you guys are ready for us to be there. Because we have a total different mindset, people. Okay? From 400 years we've been fighting and we don't lay down. We still fight. And this is a point in history where the ancestors give you a break. You think it's a time to get relaxed and talk about this and talk. We're done with the talking. We don't have no more talking. All the people them on the talking about this and that. If you don't know what to do, let we come over there and show you what to do with those people. Because you don't have too much talk. We're not in a talking business, man. This is serious time. Maybe you're not used to dealing with these people and you don't understand how these people run. But it's in our blood. We bang with it. You understand it? We born with it in Jamaica. We born with it in Haiti. Anywhere, we're born with it. You think so we just walking and protesting for foolishness and something just happen like that? You must be crazy. You people don't realize how serious this is. And the mindset of the people them over here. We have a serious mindset when it comes. If it's even this I go worse than Joyce Floyd. Let me tell you that. All right? So you keep on want to be relaxed and contented and all them kind of thing there. Okay? And worry about this person and that person. If you don't do anything about it, you're always going to suffer. You understand me? You have to deal with them people there. That is it. You have to deal with them people. And you have to be willing, you understand me, to sacrifice yourself. And if you're afraid of that, if you're afraid of that, then you don't have no business breeding. Because we don't want no weak heart people around. You understand? We don't want no weak. You see when Bob Marley say Africa must unite and we'll fight if necessary. You think it's a joke? I don't know joke thing that. I don't know joke thing that man. We don't need for changing the mindset. When I get too soft and relax. And I talk about be contented and all them things there. And I talk and I discuss things about Africa. We don't care about that name right now. All we want is unite the place and I run up in the mouth about things. A more serious conversation is to be addressed than that. 20 minutes, me have to wait for listen to some brother come talk about white man and this. Why I'm not hear my talk anything serious? Everybody don't, that are an important thing after we control the place and take over and get what we want, then we can decide what we want to call it. But that is not even important right now. Since a revolution time we in. Sure, me just come off for this, so I'm done. No more for
So much for your submission. The team wants to say something.
Yeah, I just want to tell him and the African diaspora they should never think Africans are weak people. Okay? They should never for a sec think that Africans are weak and are just sitting down. I think we proved them, right? When he keeps saying talking, 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 you are here talking too.
That's not what he was saying.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Just mute yourself. I just want to tell you guys that I know a lot of you see Africans, oh, they are sitting down there, they're weak. Africans are not weak people. We know what is going on in your country. I've received a lot of messages. You guys need our help to do what we got to do. So when you come here, don't talk, all of you, be it. If you cannot mute your mic, I will drop you. Okay? Keep your mic muted. Akili, there's no need opening your mic. But
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys, sir, please mute your mic.
All right.
When you guys come here, don't talk to us like Africans are some weak ass people. We are not weak people. You know you came from us. That blood that runs through you is the same blood that runs through us. We are just nice people. But don't play with us. So you guys shouldn't sound like Africans are sitting down and taking. Don't talk to us like that. We are not weak people. We never weak people. Okay? And when you guys come here, it's time for revolution. You know this is revolution. You know this is what we are doing. That is why we are here every day. That is why we went to march. That's why we mobilize everybody. So don't speak to us ever like that again. And if you're going to come up and say talking, talking, don't even come up and speak because that's exactly the same thing that you're doing. This platform is to elevate, to inform, and also educate. You can never keep quiet and you say you are educating. When it's time to hit on the street, when it's time to write the letters, when it's time to send the money, we do it. So please, never ever think or come talk to us like Africans are some weak people who just want to talk. Never do that again in your life or on this platform. Let's proceed.
Are the root of our purpose around here. Also, we have a saying as well in Kenya: when you see a lion has been rained on, do not confuse it for a cat. Who is next? Apu Nwa. Akpu, please. I'm sorry. Akpu Nwa.
Hold on, before he proceed, I hope that hold on. Before we proceed, I hope that they are seeing. I hope they are seeing what is happening on the continent. I hope they are seeing the number of. Mute yourself, please. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. I hate it when you guys address us like that. Who is talking? Kabata, mute that person.
To be honest, all mics are muted from my side.
You know how many of our people who have lost their life to talk about Kenya, to talk about Ghana, to talk about Nigeria, to talk about Uganda? You guys don't see us on the street? You don't see us facing the police mandems? You know how many people die? And still you guys think we sit down and we quiet? How many of you do this protest and unalive yourself against the police? How many of you do that? You don't see what we do on the continent? You don't see? Burning all them shops and all them embassies and all this parliament house? You don't see that? You don't see what we do on the continent. We don't even see none of you do that in your place. We don't see none of you do that. You know how many Africans unalive themselves just for protesting? Are you aware? Please, we're not weak people. Don't talk to us like that. Don't ever do that.
Okay, can you move on, bro? Because you're sounding kind of like you're offended by.
Kabata, let's proceed.
Reading very fast. Apu, are you there? Apu. Big up yourself, Hiri. Apu, are you there? Sawa. Sawa Adepa.
Hello, good evening to everyone.
Welcome.
Okay, so to my Ghanaian man, Mema, good evening, Mema Wadro Enyumre. Okay, so I'll just go straight to the point. I think, first of all, with what the DJQ was saying, I think if I should get him right, he is trying to let us know that it's time for action and not for talks. So if we are on the movement, then our talks should rather be more like, what should I say, more meetings. I mean, things should be put in place so that I think the revolution should not be a one-day thing or let's say a monthly thing. It should be something like a continuous thing, and something that we should be doing it for the leaders to know that, hey, the youth, we have risen and we are here to come and take the country in our hands. Burkina has taken how many years to build a factory? Within 3 years, 18 factories. Wow, please. So if this movement is for the youth, we are ready. We are ready, and then I think we need more action. That's our friend DJQ is saying. We need more action. I think that is the best thing that can help Africans now. Now I think we are tired of. I quite watched the Nigerian president saying he doesn't care the fuck about the media and what goes on. I mean, that day I heard that comment. I wept. It means we are nothing before them. They think they are okay financially.
Hold on, Kabata, stop it. I'm the one dropping people. Somebody is trying to hack the live. Please don't pick anybody now. Just let's
Okay, please can I continue?
Yes, continue.
Okay, so as I'm saying, and so it's so painful. So please, my dear sister and my dear brothers, if we are in and we are ready and our mind is prepared, because now I can see all African soul, the body, the heart, everything is prepared. I mean, we've gone insane with what is happening, and I think we are ready for anything when it comes to bloody anything. So I think all we need to do is to take action. We should let the president, or we should let our ministers or our stakeholders know that we are in for action and no more Christianity and then humor lifestyle. My brothers, all here. I think we've also allowed the whites to, I mean, enslave us with this Christianity aspect. They bring in the Bible to Africa, and then through that, I think they've stilled our mind, and then how we are fighting against each other in Africa by biting, and this is not helping us. So if we are going to move on, I think we need to get straight with each other. Let's call a spade between all African continents that each and every continent in Africa could understand. We can talk with each other, whereby there wouldn't be any like confusion or maybe doubts among us. I think it will be cool, because I think this thing is going too bad, and it's so pity when you come down and you see that there's a family that cannot even feed themselves a day. 1 meal square they can't feed. My brother, this thing we need to rise up and go deeper than we are doing now. I think that'll be all for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I need people to listen carefully, especially the African diaspora who wants to come home. We saying that this is not democracy. This is revolution. Okay. Uh, we are not people, especially the African diaspora who wants to come home. We saying that this is not democracy. This is revolution. Okay. When you come on the continent, because this is becoming a problem. A lot of you think that Africans are weak people. You want to tell us what to do. That is going to cause a problem too, because and my crew, we don't accept that. But I know a lot of you will see it as, oh, he's arrogant. This is how we facing the country with arrogance. There's nothing wrong with that. When you come here, talk to us, okay? Just talk to us, dialogue with us. But you don't tell us what to do. The YT cannot do so. You guys cannot do so. Even you Africans who has a different agenda will not do so. We have our brothers down here sacrificing with their life. During Galamsey, say what you saw what happened. You saw how our men went to the Galamsey side to take the pew pew from the Chinese and arrest. You see all these things. I hate it when you guys don't give credit. I hate it when you guys don't give credit to the Kenyans who marched and and unalive themselves, all the who marched themselves, young youth, to set an example for us to follow. I hate it when you guys don't see what we did when it comes to Galamsey. I hate it when you don't see Nigerians moving forward and unaliving themselves, because a lot of you are living abroad. So when you come and speak, if I show you my forehead, it is rubber bullet. My forehead is rubber bullets. Okay, been a long time ago. We are talk. Please, we are actually, when Jamaica got hit, okay, sent almost about 200 and something with provision to Jamaica. We have the receipt, and we have everything over there. Our site is actually under construction. We keep telling you to subscribe. The money, it doesn't come to me. I don't need the subscription. It is to protect the platform, and we send it across. We've sent it to South Africa to help a boy child actually pay his school fees and have about 1 year. We've sent it to people to pay their rent. Basically, right now, as we are talking about, we are every day, every month, whatever they send is going to Congo, is going to Mama Africa to help the displaced children. So it's not all about the talk. When it is time to even ask for donation, all of you vanish. So please, nobody should come here and act like they are doing all talk, talk, talk. Don't come here and tell us that. We are very serious right now. We are not playing. If you want to join the movement, if you want to support, please do so. Yeah, yeah. Even though you subscribe, we don't like negative energy here. All of you are the ones that you allow yourselves to be used by the colonizer against us. The enemy is not someone who doesn't look like us. It is
Yeah.
one of you.
Can I add something, please? You know,
It
there are
is one
people
of
when
you.
there are people when they
We
do
will not.
something.
Hold on. Especially in the diaspora, we like you. Whatever you're doing, we like your support. But please don't speak to us like your children or we are some weak people. Because what we do here on the continent, you are not.
To control people or something. And I'm not saying mute your mic when you come up because I want to be in control myself. It's just a discipline that we should cultivate. You understand? I think TM has spoken well. I don't know. It's Akaditi. Oh, no, it's the real Faustina, then Akaditi, then Hiri. So
Okay.
Faustina.
That we trying to pass on to people is especially our Black American brothers is that and that's exactly what TM said. We're not being rude. Okay. We are on the continent. Day in and day we were born, raised, bred, educated, everything on the continent. We know what is going on. What you guys think you know about Africa, what TM said, the continent of Africa is what the white man is showing you, is what the white man put in the book for you to study. We want you to hear from us, and we want to listen to you. We want you to share your contributions with us, but don't tell us what to do. And in some forms or ways, okay, you want to be a part of the African community in a social media platform, you come in and say, hey, my brothers, my sisters, I'm here. I'm from Africa. I'm a descendant of Africa. I'm in America. I don't know what is going. I mean, I've seen what is going on, but I don't understand. Please educate me. And what can I do to help? But if you come here and you start talking to us like we are stupid, we don't know what we're doing, like we should sit back and let this whitey unalive an innocent man whose job is only his only offense is saving a country, saving people, saving humans, saving mothers and children. It's upsetting, and it's really, 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 really annoying. So if you come on this platform and you don't know, even if you don't know anything, if you don't know the discussion that is going on, ask my brothers, my sisters, what's the discussion? What is today's topic? Of course, we are not animals like the white man has made you believe. We're going to tell you this is the discussion for today, and this is what we are doing, and then okay, we will direct you. I will educate you, I will talk to you, I will direct you, I'll tell you what to do and stuff like that. Okay. We are not stupid. Everybody on this platform is educated in some way, in some form too. I'm going to say this. For me being in America here, I'm sorry, but the education in the Black community is not as high as it is in the whiteies community. So some of our brothers and sisters, they lack the education, even the manner of which to talk to people. To them, everything is anger, everything is by force. Even if their intentions mean well, their demeanor and their responses does not show like that. So when we also have to put that in consideration. One thing too, I have to say too, is that whatever that is happening right now, with this big white guy in that office, his intentions is not good. They just voted to deport even if you are a citizen. They don't care on which continent you're gonna go, they're just going to deport you. So whilst we are busy building our home to go back, I think we need your support. We don't need division. We need your support to help to support us to building a safe home, a home where the whites here will be standing in on their land and say, "Oh, we didn't expect that," to make them jealous. Like, okay, they thought they were harming us, but in turns, they did us real good because we came together to build our nation. Okay. So please, the thing is, Africans are not rude. We don't bear no grudges. We don't bear no hate. But it's the way that your approach is somehow iffy and it has questionable. And me, for DM, when he talked, I panic. When I came on right now, and I didn't even know that my mic was on. When he mentioned my name, I panic. That's how Africans are, especially the men. They're not as soft as the other men. African men are not as soft. So when they have the intention of doing something or starting something, it's not something that is easy for you to just come in and infiltrate and just try to bully people. On this platform, there's no bullying, it's respect and sharing contribution. We know that everything that we are saying here at this very moment is talk and talk and talk. But talking also make our elders listen. When we don't talk, they're not gonna hear. When we don't talk, our leaders are not gonna hear. They're not gonna listen to what we're saying, listen to what we're saying. But because we are talking, and we raise one voice, look at what happened. Time is up, and you could drop me. I'll come right back. Thanks.
Let me add this, Kavata. I think you see it's a whitey supremacy mindset. Even though they don't see that
Please don't bring confusion here. Thank you. My time.
Landly think he can come to Africa and tell Burkina Faso what to do or what they need. It is that kind of behavior. It is instilled in some of our people. You understand? And for some reason, a lot of African men are failing Africa because they accept the bare minimum. Before I came here, they are a Ghanaian, Nigerian on a panel of an FBA, and they are trying to explain themselves. They are insulting them, and they are still saying, please, please, please. And I'm asking myself, is this an African man? And some of them think me, everyone who knows me, those who are in my people. I went to jail for Kenyans. I went to jail for Cameroon because I was standing against the Arab man. Okay? The way we speak, the way some of us speak, it is coming from a place of service or what we have done. Like I keep saying that I cannot count the number of dead bodies we sent home. Please read the panel. Everywhere you go, read the panel before you go there and want to say something. Don't do that. And for some reason, we are being seen as inferior. I don't blame them because some of our men are failing. Even on this app, you see the attitude and behavior. You guys are failing, no dignity. You are not strong. You allow anything to pass through you. You allow people to tell you things and you accept it as a man. You are an African man. You are not supposed to be like that. An African man, you got to stand on your grounds, irrespective. Don't let people tell you what to do. But most of the men are accepting it. See the women really rising up and standing up. Look at Kavata over here. You think Kavata cannot lead? Kavata can lead, but you don't like it because she's being disciplined. This is the group. This is my group. We are reforming ourselves, irrespective of what. Nobody's above anybody, and you don't allow people to tell you what to do. This is where it begins, and this is where it starts from. Please, African men, please don't fail the continent. That's why everybody can just come and talk to you guys anyhow, speak on the continent anyhow. Like you, please, African men, please don't fail the continent. That's why everybody can just come and talk to you guys anyhow, speak on the continent anyhow, like you guys are nobody. No, we're not doing that. Come with respect. Come, let's have a conversation. Don't come tell people what to do. You might not have even served your country for even nothing. And what all some of you do come here is talk. That's what you do. Please walk the talk. Come respectfully. Other than that, this platform is not for you. This is a revolution. We are not being told what to do. Okay? And I believe a lot of you Africans are taking cue from this because this is how you are supposed to move because you are the root. Don't be weak. And we don't just talk here. We walk. We help everyone who needs help if we have the capability.
Thank you for that fiery submission. Akadichi?
Okay, thank you guys. So I will be quick and I want to begin my submission by saying first, we are at war and the war is on two fronts. Ibrahim Traore and the armies of the AES, they are fighting the physical war. We on these panels, we are fighting the digital war, the information war. And in information warfare, there
As network issues, let's be patient.
Okay, I was switching my page, but let me go.
Go on.
Let me do it like this. There is a term called manufacturing consent, and basically, manufacturing consent plays on a few key parts. It plays on the education people have received. It plays on the preconceived idea people have of a certain place, and it plays on the propaganda that mass media makes about a certain place. And what many people are not realizing is that their consent is being manufactured. When they say they are manufacturing your consent, it just means that say yes, go ahead with what you are trying to do. That is how they manufacture consent is being manufactured. When they say manufactured consent with the found people's passport. Nobody asked them how do you find a single passport when even the black box of the plane burned down that you say. And then they went on TV with Congress like this General Langley did. David Cameron, his name was he was occupying the same job as General Langley. He was lying on live TV with a file saying that yes, Iraq has anthrax and it's a weapon of mass destruction, and that is how they manufacture the consent to go into Iraq. And they are trying it again today with Ibrahim Traore, saying that he's a dictator, that he's using the gold of the country to protect himself. That is the same manufacturing consent that they are doing to, low-level thinking black-skinned people who claim themselves to be African, but they don't know a thing or two about the continent where they come from. All they know about the continent is just what they see on TV, what they see on TikTok, and maybe what they learn in school before they drop out. So you guys should be really intelligent and knowing how you are being manipulated against your own knowledge. Because when it was time to go into Iraq, you say yes, go. When it was time to go into Afghanistan, you say yes, go. When it was time to go into Vietnam, you say yes, go. And what America was doing, like they are saying with Ibrahim Traore, was yes, we are going to bring them democracy, we are going to deliver the people from dictatorship. What is Libya today when they went there in 2011? What is Iraq today when they went there in 2003? What is Afghanistan today when they went there in 2003 and 6? So you guys should not look at us Africans like we were born yesterday, and we are just about now catching up to your things that you do. Imperialism is a very bad student, like Thomas Sankara said. When they chase you away from somewhere, you come back with a new face, and we are just about now catching up to your is going to do the savings for us, if not us ourselves. So go and look up that term that is called manufacturing consent, and go and read about it, and go and know how the empire of imperialism function, because you guys have been dumbed down by the West too long, and you are doing yourself a disservice. If you have your brain in your head and it cannot work for you, then throw it away. Thank you. But TM, I want to ask you a question. If you are willing, there is a video of a lecturer talking about how economic works and how they set up the economical system to keep Africans where they are. If you allow me, I will send you the link in your inbox, and you can play the video for people here. So just tell me yes or no, and I will know what to do. Thank you.
Respond to Akadichi. Iri.
So, greetings to everyone.
Greetings, you're welcome.
Amazing conversation. First time on this platform. Glad it's here. Amazing to hear the commentaries. Unfortunately, I came at a time when I'm not sure the focus was on a specific topic, but sometimes when you come on the platform, it's just what has been discussed at that time influences your opinion. And then as people speak, things change. I will tell you that, first of all, I am so proud of the brothers on the ground in the diaspora, and we're all packing up and ready to come back and join the struggle. It is definitely going to be a struggle, but I heard the brothers speaking, and all the fight that you're going through, it is not going to be forgotten. And may the soul of anybody who's been unalive in this process rest in perfect peace. Definitely, it's going to be a huge fight and struggle. And sometimes when we focus on the goal, we have to make sure that we're not too much distracted by, like we said, there's an African proverb that says, if the enemy outside, if the enemy within, outside can do no harm, the enemy has been struggle. And sometimes when we focus on me within, that's what we got to be careful of. And I know the conversation sometimes is repugnant, especially on this platform, where you have different views and different groups and so-called groups that are coming in different forms and colors. You're not sure who is who, but the visions and the views can change, and they could be working against you. And we don't want to focus our energy on the negative. Long before European exploration. From the Nile valleys, early kingdoms to the vibrant societies of West Africa, Africa's past is filled with innovations, trade, and diverse cultures. You know, in West Africa, we've had regions that saw the rise of powerful empires such as Ghana, Mali, and Songhai Empire. I am originated from the Mali Empire, so proud of what our forefathers have done way before. And those empires existed in thousands of years. And civilization, European civilization, is so very young. has not even matured to the levels that the African empires have made to. The table will turn as the youths are being awakened and know the truth and how to do it and believe that we can't do it in any other way without unifying ourselves. How divided we are on the planet. When we leave our, African, continent, we meet in the diaspora. We're one people. We go to colleges over here. I've never had to hang around my fellow East Africans. Didn't know who they are. Couldn't understand any languages. But when we meet over in the diaspora, in the colleges, we tend to see the love and the connection that we have. And as I conclude my 5 minutes, very short time to be able to give my short monologue, I would continue to emphasize to my brothers be careful of the distractions and the detractors because they are the enemies within. Focus on the work at hand and continue to unite and unify and organize so that maybe our dream of a united Africa would happen. It's a dream that we never think would ever be possible. But we know when it happens, it's going to be for the children of Africa. And the children of Africa must rise so we can stop struggling, begging from everybody else when we have everything that we need. So we can explore our resources and own them. Oguru continues. Luta continua. Thank you, Kavada. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to address this very important forum. Africa Rise.
Thank you for your participation and the encouraging advice. We appreciate that. I'll move to Amos.
Tabata,
Yes.
we will have to launch another protest. I'm speaking as a Ghanaian now because there's a lot of things that is happening right now that we need to voice up voice up and speak about it before anything goes worse. And I'm asking those in various countries to also stay awake. Protest is free. We cannot stop protesting. Okay? Right now, the next protest is going to be about asking our president why he hasn't said anything about the base when he was looking for vote. So this is what we're working on right now. It's going to be walk upon walk upon walk. Those of you who are not here in Ghana, we need your support. If you're a Ghanaian, I need you to send me a DM because the brothers down there, they're doing this with their life. Okay? So the support has to come. You guys need to send money for these guys. They need it. When you guys are watching on the internet and you say, oh, wow, good, wow. No, you got to support. Support these brothers. You got that is what you have to do to motivate them because they're ever ready to march. They're ever ready to go on the street. They're ever ready to demand from the president. When we want to ask you money for support, please don't hide. Don't hide. And that is the motivation. Don't hide. That is your country too. So if there's any Ghanaian listening to me right now, please DM me. DM me. And like the brother said, it's not only about talk. DM me. And I believe you've seen what Raf is doing. You've seen the videos going viral. We need to support this brother. Understand? We need to support this brother. If it is $10, $20, we need to give it to this group because they're ever ready. Okay? I just wanted to say that when it's time to ask for help, those in abroad shouldn't fold their arms and only speak English. No.
Add to what TM is saying. In Kenya, when we had our protests, people mobilized themselves. There was money. They planned ahead. So they had money to buy water to drink because it would be hot. They bought masks for the tear gas, toothpaste, I don't know what. They had shirts that they printed. They really mobilized themselves financially to support each other before they stormed into the parliament and basically desecrated it out of disappointment from the Kenyan government. So if you want to support people, really don't tell them, ask me for anything if you need help. Help. You can see when somebody needs help, jump in. That's also leadership. Team player, are you there? Team player Ali. Yes, go ahead.
Can we just want to let you know that sometimes people in the diaspora might have problems in sending money directly. I also think that since we have this platform, people could also support in the form of the coins that could be changed into cash somehow on the continent and be able to support directly. I don't know if
Over
that is
here, over
possible.
here, when you send Hiri, when you send money, I cannot convert it to money. You just have to. It's not everyone who can convert it to money. It depends on your location. So it doesn't come to money. You just have to exchange and gift others also. And this is what I do to gift the mod or gift other people in a different live stream. You cannot change it. But I don't think it is difficult for African in the diaspora to send money. It's not difficult at all. It's not.
I see.
Oh, I don't know, TM. Do you have Hiri and TM? Do you have Western Union, MoneyGram?
There's Western Union, there's Tap
No,
Send, there's a whole lot.
I personally don't have a problem supporting which I'm already doing.
So you
But
could
I'm also
you
looking
could go the
into.
means of world remittance. I don't know how you call it. You can use Western Union, MoneyGram, among
No,
others.
TMSco is following me, so I haven't been supporting this specific group.
Okay, okay,
I've been with other groups, but
all right.
definitely I'm connected with TMSco. So, but I was just making sure for all the asking questions for other people.
Oh, okay, okay. Is there
And we
anything
gotta
else you want
focus
to say?
on we gotta focus on see we gotta focus on those important things, right? We can all come here and talk and speak words and stuff, but we gotta focus on the action. What can I do
By
now?
the way, for
How
us
can I help?
Kenyans, when it comes
Exactly.
to helping one another, we are very fast. We build schools, we take people to hospitals, we send food, we do. When our brothers and sisters are in trouble, we unite, despite
Yeah,
the fact that we disagree
yeah, we're doing
sometimes.
the same thing in Gambia, but this is a big continent. Across the continent, we gotta kind of find ways to support the right movements to bring the continent together. I think that's a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Africa needs to unite." How can we do it? We have to connect people. We have to start connecting these organizations across the African continent,
And
the East and the
can I
West.
chime in a little on what you're saying? The problem that I found when you want to support people, some of them are not genuine. That's my only issue. You can find someone who just take an issue and jump with it and use that clout to gather some funds, and then they eat that money. They don't do what they say they will do. And actually, a classic example was the Black Lives Matter. You know the lady that was behind the BLM? Yeah, she embezzled all the funds. So we need to do groundwork such as building trust again. We should be able to trust one another. I thought I should air that out because I like to participate a lot, but also I don't like people who deceive others.
Yeah, so this
Just speaking
platform, I think
for those who
what
might
this
not have a chance to say this.
I think what this platform is doing, like TM is doing, is to kind of recognize certain groups that like he mentioned, the Ghanaian brothers. Definitely. So if he has specific groups that are verified to be the right groups to support, in case, because you go on the platform, you find different groups and different people asking for support. But we want to make sure we're supporting the right groups. We don't want to hold back on those. Some people give their money to other people and say, "Hey, I'll do anything to support." Some people raise funds, but you make a very valid point, and I'm hoping that these groups, and somebody is like taking their time to verify specific groups. Like I know the Ghanaian brothers are doing great, but Burkina Faso itself, should be a point of focus. Just because the man is doing so well to trying to fix the system, the youths are the ones who are pushing for the change. People see the leader, but what people don't understand in Africa, what is happening in Burkina Faso is because the youths of Burkina Faso are the ones that are standing up and saying enough is enough. And that's why when TM is telling people that we're not cowards, if the youths of Burkina Faso are not ready, Libya went down because they didn't have the youths that stood up for the leader. The reason why the leader saw it, the youths and the women The youths and the women in Burkina Faso, they knew that they needed to struggle. And the Francophone countries are different from the Anglophone countries because some of them have very limited opportunities to even go abroad. So all they have to struggle for is back home. They work in the agricultural fields. That's how they feed their families. They go to a schooling system where they cannot have jobs in a lot of places. Some of the Anglophone countries, you can go to America, you can go to the Francophone countries, they struggle.
Really,
They need the support.
yes, you're making very valid points as well, but we need to move on as well. We have
Okay,
people on the panel.
okay,
Thank you so
understood,
much for your
understood,
contribution. And for those who
understood.
are wondering, TM is a very solid guy. Just come correct. That's my observation. Team play, are you back? How are you?
I'm fine. Pleasant good evening to everyone on the panel.
Good
Um,
evening.
what I really wanted to say is I've been listening, I believe the guy name is TM. I've been watching his videos and how he's been bigging up Africa and all the things that he has been doing. But listening to the Jamaican guy speak earlier on and TM getting offended by what he was saying, I think I'm not saying this to discredit TM or him, but I think you touch on discipline and so on, and I think TM as one of the leader on this platform, he shouldn't have let the Jamaican guy get to him the way he did. Even though the Jamaican guy, I think he meant well, but he probably just didn't know how to explain himself. He didn't know how to bring the conversation in terms of the support he's willing to give and what he think Africa should do, which I agree with TM as well. No one should come in and tell the people of Burkina Faso what to do because they're not on the ground, they're not sacrificing blood, and they don't know the real day-to-day life struggle. But at the same time, TM as being a leader here, I think he should not let it get to him where he's emotional and having to give a whole lecture about how disgust he was about it. Now, I do understand how frustrating it could be for him because he's like day to day doing this and trying to help the people of Africa and so on. But great leadership is always show the better discipline. And I just find, this is just my opinion, I just find at least if he didn't agree with what the guys say, he didn't had to actually had a go because I've been waiting here for almost an hour and something just to say what I'm saying now. So it takes up so much time because he got emotional about being offended with what the guys say. Um, if he had just shunned it off and just tell the guy off briefly, and then we move on, there's so many more people will be able to come and contribute. Because I'm a Caribbean person as well too. I'm from Trinidad, and I support Africa 100% because we in Trinidad don't believe we are actually Trinidadian. We believe we are Africans, just in Trinidad because of the slave trade and our ancestors and whatnot. If it wasn't for the slave trade, none of us would have been in that part of the world. So we really want to support, but we also want to see leadership where it is we don't get frustrated and we don't take it personal because some people just have win and they say things, and I just find that y'all doing a good job, and please don't get emotional about when people don't really understand the struggle y'all going through. And rightly so. The guys are doing the sacrifice, they're giving their lives on the ground, and no one should be able to tell them what to do. I just find even though they get it wrong, we should not have a go at them, but we should try to educate them rather than like blasting them off. That's all I had to say. And thanks very much for giving me the opportunity to speak.
I'd like to respond to you, please, if you can stick around. I think there's a difference between passion and emotions. Is there?
Well, there is. If I am getting it wrong, I am open to constructive criticism, but that's just how I see it. So I'm not having a go at TM. What I'm saying is that,
No, no,
people
no,
are
no. I've heard you. I've heard you very clearly. But
yeah.
maybe you might need to see the difference between passion and emotions. And for every person that is purpose driven, they have their touch notes. So if someone has a passion for Africa, it's in them. They're driven. There's something that drives them inside of their self. You cannot touch on any case, and they do not get passionate about it. You
I
understand?
understand that. I
Yeah.
understand.
So I think that emotion, no, it was not a go. he's very purpose driven when it comes to African issues. So that's exactly what happened, and it happens often, if not all the time.
Okay, I do appreciate that. But anyway, I still support him. I still watch his video, and I still understand his well, I do understand his passion and his spirit that he's driven by. So yeah.
And actually, when you're purpose driven and the spirit that drives you to your purpose, you can't control it. It leads you. There's a spirit that leads someone in their purpose. So I think we should just consider that.
Okay, no worries, ma'am.
And also yourself, don't take it personally.
No. Like I said, I am open to constructive criticism, and if you're telling me something that I'm not really touching upon, I'm open to try and understand.
All right. And for those in the comment section, it's not to be argued. We are not arguing. We are having a conversation. Let's have some discernment as we observe. We will move
Okay.
on. Team play.
Okay, no
Let
worries.
me.
Thank you for
Uh,
having me.
no, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate everything that you're saying, but I don't know how
Uh-huh.
long you've been following this page. I cannot be like you. You cannot be like me, and to have what you call it, a group of army or whatever, we will need the people who are the problem solvers, those who will sit back and see what is going on and air it. And we have those who will easily attack. Like, you understand, you need me, I need you.
Mm-hmm.
In the battlefield, because all plays an important role. And as we started this, what I hate actually is to hear somebody telling somebody that you are being emotional, but it doesn't affect me. But I say, we are human beings. That you are being emotional, I don't know who brought it up to actually make people hide themselves and keep themselves in. What is happening in Congo right now, like, we keep talking about it, and you see the women talking and the men talking, and somebody will come and it's like, why are you being emotional? They are being emotional because whatever is happening is emotional. Now, if you are not really into it, you can never get emotional. And it is only human beings who get emotional. And it's okay. It's okay to be emotional if what is going on is very emotional. Like, we shouldn't cover ourselves, or we shouldn't be feel like, oh no, if you do this, it's a weakness. No, it's normal. It is good to be emotional. Now, if I have somebody who come on the page and call me monkey, you will not see me reacting, or come and start insulting me personally, you will never get my reaction. I think it happened 2 days ago, and people are, oh, you allow him so much. You allow him so much because it is me. I don't take offense to that. We've had a lot of people come on the screen and call me monkey, and everybody can attest to it. I never react. But we are in the phase of where Africans are being told what to do all the time, and a lot of people think Africans are inferior. Okay, and even what is happening right now with Ibrahim Traore, because they think Ibrahim Traore is inferior, so America has the right to come and tell him what to do. We have actually dealt with this a whole lot, especially with Black Americans. That's what they do. I know sometimes it's not coming from a place of hate, it is coming from a place of love, but how the delivery actually comes. So if you are somebody who is actually doing a whole lot, but we don't want to put it out there, somebody comes, oh, it's all about talk, don't talk, but the person is talking too. Sometimes it's just the delivery. But then when it's anything about Africa, I have a lot of DMs. We are coming to Africa and to show you guys how to do it. I think when somebody says that, it triggers with everything that I'm hearing and everything that I'm seeing in my inbox, and people feel like, oh, you guys are inferior. We are coming to save the country for you. We are not inferior people. We are only nice people. And I'm asking Africans to stop being nice. It is being taken as weakness. But Africans are not inferior. Africans are not weak people, never at all. And I hope people get it. But I want you to come and have a conversation with us respectfully, not to tell us what to do, because it triggers a lot of things we keep seeing, and all these messages, and people thinking, oh, Africans are dumb. It triggers it. You understand? So basically, well, I still appreciate. I don't mind anyone just inboxing me what I did wrong in the live stream. That is how we become a better person. You understand? So no shit, but I really do appreciate. Thank you.
My brother, just before I go, I just want to say, you don't know me, I don't know you, but You're from the motherland, and I love you. Um, I don't even know how to explain it because I do feel the pain and the pressures that African people have been going through. My family is Africans, obviously Caribbean African, and I do feel your pain. I do feel the struggle, and I support you. So I didn't say emotional to try and have a dig at you. It's just the way when you live in the Western world, it's just the way you express yourself about certain words. Maybe that was the wrong word to use, but I do love you and I do support you. So with that saying, have a really lovely day, and I do hope President Traore be victorious in everything he's doing to help the African people.
Yeah, and also another thing that I realize is those of you in the Caribbean and those of you in America, you don't like us to hold our own accountable, which is also a problem that we are dealing with. And you heard him mention, I talked about somebody who has been kidnapped, and this is a mother on a camera, naked. As I'm speaking to you now, they unalive her. Okay, that is someone's mother who was going to bring things to come and sell in Ghana, and she's not the only person. The videos are circulating. It is not a video we can put on social media. This is why yesterday I didn't come live, because I was heartbroken that another African will do that to an African. But then you heard a comment he made about it. Oh, you want to talk about this? You don't know, guy. If you don't feel it, keep quiet. If you don't know what is happening, if you cannot put yourself into other people's shoes, just keep quiet. That could be my auntie. That could be your auntie. The only way I understand those in Caribbeans in America is I put myself into your shoes, like thinking like you've been taken from your land to a different place, and that is how I understand you. We only ask that you guys do the same thing to us. You put yourself into our shoes and you understand how we feeling. For him to even make that comment about the kidnapping thing I talked about, and now these people have been arrested. That is the only reason why I'm coming up. Somebody's mother. He said, if you don't send the money, I'm cutting this breast, I'm cutting this breast, and this person is lying down flat naked and cutting this person with knife consistently. And I know a lot of you have seen the video, but we are talking about opening the borders. So we have to hold ourselves accountable. And I see that anytime we try to do that, some of you have a problem with it. You want us to focus only on the white man. But who is the white man using? Our own. We need to fight them inside before we fight the white man. Because if we don't fight them, the white man knows that this is our weakness. They will keep using our own people to destroy us.
I
We
understand
got
you
to be
fully,
very
brother.
careful.
Because most big organization always fall from within, and if you don't take care of what you have within, then you can't deal with what's on the external. So I do agree with you.
And we like the love. You guys love Africa. We like it, but I'm sorry to say it is not all of us, even in Africa, who can be united, because a lot are sellout. What is happening to Congo? What is happening to Sudan? What is happening to Cameroon? Are people who look just like you. So I'm sorry, this unity is not going to be just any black person. Even though you guys want all of us to come together, but all of us cannot. I just wanted to put that out, unless they change their ways.
I understand. The Lord say, unless the people don't change their ways, there would never be any change. So, not until everybody started change, then we're gonna see good change.
True change starts from within. By
Yep.
the way, do you feel like we should take advice from people? By
Yep.
the way, do you feel like we should take advice from people who don't have credibility? It's just a random question.
In, if that's how they feel, then they need to give up where they are, come where you all are, have the experience, and then they would know. Maybe when they get the experience, they'll run back to where they're from.
Okay,
So
thank you.
they have
Thank you
no
very
right
much.
of telling you all what you all should do. I mean, is you all struggle. So what they need to do, and you all said it already. All they need to do is give the support. Be there. Be ready.
I hear you. We need to move on. Please, thank you so much for your submission and your constructive criticism. Faustina, you have 1 minute. You wanted to say something.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to say something to brother, like, I don't have any ancestral line with the slavery here in America, but I do have ancestral slavery line from Africa, because the people that we don't know which family from and where they're from. So for somebody like me, like when you hear somebody that could be your direct brother, the bloodline, is criticizing where he or she comes from and saying comments like, we should have just sit quiet and let this whiteies analyze this man. It's crazy. And that brings some kind of fire in you. It gingers you to a point where, oh, if you were here, I would have, but at the same time, we trying to talk to them and say, hey, calm down. It's a movement. Either you join or you don't. But they don't understand that we are giving them that kind of privilege, and they feel like they're going to fight. To them, they want to fight us. But we're not here to fight. What we are doing is a peaceful way. You think we don't know about the opening border and what is going to entail and what is going to happen? But hey, we are still working on it. It doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take time. But it's our hope and belief that it happens, and then the country will be as peaceful and quiet as we wish for. That's what I want to say.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Faustina. We will move on. Thank you for your input. Funds, funds. And when you're dropping, guys, TikTok is dropping you. The only time I will drop you is when you come and you don't mute your mic. So mute your mic upon arrival. That one, there's no compromise. Mfans, are you there? I can see in the comment section.
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Hello.
It's yours. We
What
are
is it?
listening to you. We are listening to you. Make your submission, please.
Well, the only thing I have to say is that
Would
based
you
on
like to
the
start with introducing yourself?
oh sorry, I'm Phone from Nigeria.
Go on.
I think I've contributed before. So what I have to say now is just based on what my man said about the opening the border. I don't think opening border is necessary now because everybody knows what is happening in our continent, especially in Nigeria, killing and kidnapping everywhere. So I don't think I support the opening of the border. So that is what I have to say for now. Thank you.
Contribution. You still have 3 minutes. Do you want to add anything?
No, not at all.
All right. All right. Thank you for that short and sweet submission. Terry Tanner,
Hi, good afternoon, guys.
good afternoon.
I'm Tier. I'm from Chicago. I'm an African American or American African, however you want to say that. Um, First off, we love Ibrahim Traore, right? Traore, however you pronounce his last name. Um, we see in him, and I know from the people that I speak with and the people who are aware of that we truly love to fight back against white supremacy, right? When we see this man putting him out and doing this, and I really wanted to come on and say, when I hear you talk, um, I just want you guys to know, you guys being continental Africans, it was never a situation where we never had love for you, or we didn't think that we were you or you were us. That's never been the case, regardless of what some of the social media garbage says, which I believe is some type of COINTELPRO or CIA to kind of divide us, right? As the world becomes smaller through social media. But I do ask that you guys show grace, right? Because what they show of you, and most of the world knows who we are, because of social media and media in general, right? But that's not really, it doesn't tell our story really, right? Our story is very complex and intricate, and it's a whole lot of moving parts, right? That you would really have to study to truly understand. And the studying also has to come from black scholars, right? Because they will lie. That's what they do. Um, and the same thing is where we do ask you to educate us, and that's all we ever ask is to teach us your customs, your ways, because what the white man has showed us here in America of Africa, they never showed in a positive light, right? The same way they don't show us in a positive light. It's a two-way street, right? So it's like because you guys and a lot of the youth grew up consuming American media, you feel as if you know Black Americans, but it's a little bit more complex than that. And what they shown of us, that doesn't represent you, you know. And this is from me um traveling the world. This is from me knowing people and being around Nigerians. Where I'm from, it's a lot of Nigerians and it's a lot of people from Ghana, you know. So we've had those interactions. Okay. So that's the only thing really. And I just want you guys to know we do 100% support Ibrahim Traore. And I want you guys to know that they they're going to try to kill this man. I mean, they're going to try to take Africa. They want the resources. World War III has begun for Africa. It will be fought with proxy wars by the Russians, the Chinese, the Americans, and they're going to use us against us. Period. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to talk, and I appreciate your platform.
Okay, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Uh, I heard everything you said, and yeah, we're so appreciative. But I want you to know that we know the difference between the blacks in America. We know that there's no one, there's no African American who would disrespect the continent or disrespect or put Africans down. We know that. I ask that you don't speak for everybody. We know the separate groups who are actually being anti-Africans and speaking down on us. Don't speak like you speaking for them. The way you introduce yourself, African American, we know that you don't have any bad intentions of us, but we know of the other group too. Okay, we know those who get offended when when you call them African Americans. They are the ones putting us down, bullying our people, making mockery of us. So don't speak like it is all of you who have that for us. When you do so, you are adding yourself. We are teaching the African to understand the different type of groups, the FBAs, those who don't want to be called African American, and those who are African American. You call yourself that because you accept your African ancestry. So there's no way or form would you be disrespectful to the continent. So that is cleared. But we also know of the other hate group. Actually, if you go to TikTok live right now, you see some of them with Ibrahim Traore's picture and speaking very bad of him. And even the protest, they were planning to go and harm people who were actually protesting. And I'm sure you are aware. We are very much aware. We know all this information. So I ask that when you guys come here, please speak about your African Americans. Don't add everybody because we don't F with almost everybody like that. We know what the others are doing. And I'm telling Africans not to force other people who don't want to be Africans and bullying you. Don't force them to come to the continent because they will be the one to infiltrate us. Those who gladly accept themselves to be. These are the people in our Caribbeans who accept themselves to be our people that we are actually having a meeting with, not those who don't want to be claimed. So I just want to let you know, Turner, we know the difference. But we thank you also for those of you who went out supporting Ibrahim Traore. And the history is not about to repeat itself because all of you are rising up and the world is seeing this. So that's just the little I want to say. And then, yeah, I appreciate you coming to speak. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. We will move on, Terry. Thank you for your submission.
Hold on. If he has anything to say, I saw his mic open. He can just make a quick comment,
All
and then
right.
we will make way for someone else.
I appreciate you guys, and just know that everything is a two-way street. The only thing I ever ask for is grace for even with the lost ones. You know, they're not totally lost; they're just misguided. You know.
Turner,
Thank
the
you
days,
guys.
the days of grace and babysitting is over. We don't have grace for such people. We don't. I'm sorry. It's over.
Add Tana something small, please, if you allow me. Is that okay, Terry?
Go ahead.
There comes a time when there's no more grace to be given. You know, so that means we should live with a sense of urgency. It will not always be business as usual at some point. You get me? So make an active intention to constantly work in yourself, inform yourself, know who you are, and know Africa especially. You understand? Because there comes a time when there is no more grace to be given. We must be very sensitive to that. So we need to live with a sense of urgency and also not move too fast. It's a balancing act. Do you understand?
And also, Kabata, to add to what you just said, it is a waste of time. I mean, trying to convince people, it really sets you back. We got to move with those who identify with us. We need to start moving. We need to start building something. When you start winning, people will come by themselves. We don't have time for babysitting. So I ask that you leave those who are lost, those who want to be lost. And like you said, they know very well, but some of them do it as a form of entertainment, thinking that it is funny. We don't have time for those ones. The time that we have for them is over. Now we're moving forward with those who identify with us. That is the only way we get the work done. So we are moving on and we are not even paying attention to those ones who are doing that. But there are some Africans who also have low IQ, pick me people, low mentality, very stupid people who feel like even though our continent is under attack, oh, let me go to this. Oh, you're African, you're not African. Telling people what to do, like it's about time you leave people the F alone and mind your own business as an African. We don't have time.
For accepting correction, maybe we should intend not to be stuck on stupid. Nani, Mrs.
Don't correct me. I meant it and I'm not
No,
changing
I'm
it.
not correcting you. I'm saying we should intend not to be stuck on stupid since
But
we
but
can be
rather
stupid.
unfortunately, they are being stupid and some of the African men are behaving. I would not even say men. Their dignity is on the ground. As I'm speaking to you now, there's live stream. They are begging people to be African. They are begging people to come to Africa. They are begging, telling people where they come from, whilst our continent is under attack. And you call yourself a man. You have failed the continent. We don't have time for this pettiness. We don't. And we have to find a way to deal with people like that, putting us on the ground like that. We don't have time for that. Let's move on.
I agree. Mrs. Pesima. Pesima.
Um, Thank you and good day to everybody. Peace be unto you. I'm stepping in for my wife, Mrs. Pesima. I am Pastor Pesima. Peace be unto all of us in this house and to our president, Ibrahim Traore. I am speaking from Freetown, Sierra Leone, the capital city of Sierra Leone, Freetown, Western Rural. I'm very happy. It's a pleasure joining you in this conversation. Very critical. First thing I want to say is security gives way to conspiracy. Let's all continue. For those who have direct contact with President Ibrahim Traore, we are praying every day. We are doing our best, but his protection is continued, right? He is the president. He is a hero. For any reason he goes down, our efforts have gone in vain. So we pray that will not happen at all. Secondly, this is a movement. I look at the sustainability aspect of it. The issue of money should not be a barrier. For instance, in Freetown, if I want to organize a rally, a march past, and that kind of, I wouldn't expect any money from anywhere. Right? It has to come naturally. I have to fund it, buy water, t-shirt, and everything for people. Sustainability is what we're looking forward to. This is a time for us. It's not about money making. If we begin to put money into this, let's send money to this place now, the sustainability is going to, and this is a fight that has started, right? It's not going to end so soon. That is my gut feeling, right? Because you cannot scare away a poisonous snake, a very dangerous one. You think it can go easily without revenge, without defending.
Yeah, now we, yes. Hold on one second.
Saying, I wanted to add up something to what my brother said about the kidnapping issue. It was so pity seeing another brother from the same continent. I mean, we eat almost the same food. Nigeria and Ghana is now, it's almost like we should say we are almost living in the same country. We should call it that way. And then you see the same person trying to hit the brother or the sister. I mean, Charlie, the video was awful. It was too bad. So please, and that is one thing I would like to hit on. We should talk more about these things so that Africans we will realize that we are one. We should stop hating each other. Yes, I know when you go to the European countries, it's there, yes, but it seems Nigerians own is becoming too much on us. Please. I also would like to recommend those who were able to go for the protest yesterday to support our newly president who is doing the best in Africa right now. We appreciate all those people, and then I think we are very grateful. We need more. Island tomorrow they are having another protest. I don't know whether the movement is also aware or part of it. We would love to know, and then if it is possible, we can all come and support as well. Please, we love what you guys are doing. And to team, please don't be offended with what the Jamaican man was saying. I mean, I love the way you came and attacked the issue. I love the way you attacked the issue and made him understand that we know what we are doing. We know where we are going now. They are not coming to tell us what to do. We are wise now. I mean, everybody in Africa has wisen up. Our eyes has opened. And so when we are doing something, we know what we are doing. And then we know where to tackle it from. So if they are coming in to say something or to contribute, they should know where they are coming from. I mean, if they are down here, I believe he will get more furious than you did. They are not down here. They don't know what goes on in this continent. People are suffering. People are dying each and every day. And so when they are in to talk or contribute, they should mind the way they talk, or they should mind the kind of words they say every day. And so when they should be mindful of how they go about this, because now Africa is not in the olden days where our mothers will just ignore certain things and let it go. Now we are in Africa. We've risen up, and we are in for anything. So they shouldn't just, I mean, consider like we are weak, or we don't know, or we don't understand what is going on. We practically do understand what was going on, but I think this is the right time and the right movement. Yes, this is the right time. This is the right time. It is the right time for Africa. And so they should watch and see what is going to happen. As you said, Tim, this is a revolution time. Yes. And we are in with everything that we have. So if they are coming in to support, fine. But if they think they are allies, they should just back out. Because this time there's no mercy. There's no mercy for anybody from anywhere. So they should be very careful with the way they go about things nowadays. Okay, guys. So I think that was the little I wanted to add up with what Tim said about the kidnapping. And thanks, guys.
So say hi to your children. I like your message of love. And I just want to add for those who like betraying your brothers, when you betray somebody, you betray yourself, actually. Ish, are you there?
Yeah. Hello.
Thank you, Sawa. I appreciate
Okay.
your input.
Welcome. Yeah.
Hello.
Ish, welcome.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Um,
How are you?
my name is
Introduce yourself and proceed.
my name is Aisha. I'm speaking from the States. Um, my tribe is Mende and Madinka. I have to calm myself right now. I spent the whole morning like texting Timus, um sending him like different account coming on my For You page, arguing about what African people are doing. And it was like upsetting me. I was like, I keep taking breaks, going back and forth, and like sending him the messages and seeing like African men on the panel, like begging people. It's just so embarrassing. And with the whole Ibrahim issue, I
My
support
sister,
him.
would you like to speak up a little bit because the comments are saying they cannot hear you clearly? So maybe move close to your microphone and speak a little bit louder, if
Can
you
you hear
dare.
me now?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yes, I was saying I was sending the host like different accounts that are coming on my For You page of like they seem like ops just like creating lives to argue and like sow dissent between us Africans and like what's happening in our countries right now. And all I'll say is we have to like fight these people within. Like I know we want to fight like the white people, but we African people really have to like watch what we're doing amongst ourselves. And I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, open the borders," and now, the host is saying something about they're kidnapping people, and it's just so disheartening to hear. And I was in a live where like other Africans trying to tell us on what Ibrahim is doing wrong when apparently him joining forces with Putin is like such a bad idea, but it's like he know what he's doing. He's in that position because he know like the attacks that are coming, so he's playing his game too. Anyway, so I just came on this live to say I support what Ibrahim is doing and I support you guys platform and definitely what like the other people are doing on this platform trying to sow dissent is like it's uncalled for.
Is it only just me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you done?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Is why I was speaking on it because I saw those accounts and how, like you said, they were being bullied and insulted, and they are still begging. They say we are one. Like, it's just very disheartening. Like, people don't know what is happening on our continent. And also, do you speak French?
No, I don't speak French.
Are you the one who sent me a message that you have a letter from Ibrahim Traore?
Oh no, that's not me.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm getting some weird messages and all that. Well, I do appreciate. Yeah, I do appreciate you a lot. I mean, sometimes when you can go up on the panel, you can just go and speak to the brothers because, anyway, yeah.
Like I feel like I have
Thank you.
anger issues, so I don't want to like go on there and like start arguing. Like I don't. I feel like I can't hold my mouth and like be nice when people are being rude.
It's okay. You just have to block those accounts so that it doesn't disturb you.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up and speaking. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Kabata.
Your support. And by the way,
TikTok,
if you
TikTok is dropping.
recently,
TikTok is dropping people. Kabata. TikTok is dropping people. So I don't want people to stay on the prospect. I don't know why. And if you are getting dropped, please keep requesting. I don't know what is happening.
we are following a timer. Should we reduce the time or today people
No,
are
when
not even
when,
using
when their
five
time is
minutes?
done, when their time is done and they say they are done, you got to move on. But sometimes you ask them, "Oh, you still have time? Do you want to speak?" When they say they are done, we move on.
All right. Top dollar. Top dollars.
Hey, how you guys are doing?
We're great. Introduce yourself before you proceed.
Top dollar, Jamaican born, grew up in the USA. I always, from the time I was born, I always know that I am a Jamaican, but my ancestors are from Africa. 'Cause we have that strong tradition in Jamaica. So we can distinguish with you guys the movements and the spirit, especially the spirit from our ancestors. You know what I mean? So we have things in common. So I understand the movements and I understand the pain. I understand the suffering. As a black man, we understand, right? When we're speaking about the Black America, remember their God is the white tea man. So do not expect them to think like that. Even if we're going through struggle as black people, our leaders are still black. Our culture is still black. Our president and our prime ministers are black. Okay? Everything around us is a black culture. In America, the black people, some of them try to get away from the white tea settings and try to adapt them up. But you must remember that their ruler and their governor and their system is run by the white tea man. Okay, so we cannot expect, and then they grow up in a country where they see everything is bread and butter, see a lot of people coming to their country, so they're gonna feel that way. And I heard they say all the time, why do you come to my country if it was good in your country? Because most of them do not travel. Most of them who speaking do not have anything because most of them do not own um, have anything. That's why they be on the platform. Those who have it, Black American who have it, they're at work. They don't have no time to be on TikTok. Some of them so busy for the white men trying to hold on to their job so they could pay their mortgage and pay for their luxury life that they're living. And they are they networking. They don't have no time to politics. Those are the one who would come and invest in Africa because they're money driven. You know what I'm saying? But most of those people on TikTok who banging and making it nice, that's how they make their money. They don't have a life. And they never travel. They don't know what's going on. So Africans should, some of the Africans who come up on the platform asking them to come to America. They're not asking Brazilian, they're not asking the Caribbean people, but they those are those people on TikTok who banging and making it nice. That's how they make their money. They don't have a life. And they never travel. They don't know what's going on. So Africans should, some of the Africans who come up on the platform asking them to come to America. They're not asking Brazilian, they're not asking the Caribbean people, but they are we don't beg and we don't borrow. We don't borrow and we don't.
You address them. Please, even if you are old, respect the rules and the platform so you'll be respected. Please, everyone. And I'm just muting you guys because if I don't mute you, the moderator will drop you. There's no essence coming on the platform. Somebody is talking and your mic is open. Okay, Jeff, I keep muting you, and Reverend, I keep muting you. There's no reason why you should keep your mic open. Sorry, Top Dollar, for the interruption. Please continue.
You're right. The problem we gotta stick our finger where the problem at. Not all Nigerians are bad, right? But they have a bad name around the place. And I see the movements of Nigeria. Nigeria, if Nigeria get it together in that country, Africa will be straight to the bone. And we're not gonna have everybody gonna be loving Captain Abraham for what he is doing. A lot of people are jealous. We all have jealousy and envy amongst us in the camp. But we have to trust in God. A lot of people say they don't believe in God. I personally believe that there is a higher power that govern over us because I go through trials and tribulation in America. Okay, because it's a bad country for black people. Okay, the white I grew up in America as a kid, right? Teenager. And there time when we would go to the city and they would just throw up against the wall and embarrass us in front of people and lock us up, run us through the system for no point reason. We've been through it. We know how to flow. And the reason why they do this because we don't have a kingdom. The black kid, we don't have a Chinese. There's Chinese. They don't mess with the Chinese like that. They don't mess with the Indians like that. They don't mess with the Middle Eastern like that. They only let black people because they know we don't have a kingdom. We don't have a place to go to. Now, so well, if Africa was fully in control and the kingdom has been restored like every other nation, right? They would have some respect for us. But why would they want to respect us when they know they're living off us? Africa is rich in everything. God bless us with wealth abundantly. But what happened? They I don't know. We even sell ourselves out to them, right? So we have to change. We as black people, man, if we look at all the things, the suffering and the pain and suffering that we've been through, especially the male, the attack is upon the male. We can't take care of our family. We can't do things. We're working from one job to another job, building up their kingdom. It's time for us to return to our kingdom, our culture, our people, and start work and build. We need to organize, create wealth. 12 people can come together and open up a chicken place. Instead of Kentucky come to Nigeria, come to any part of Africa, we can open up our own skating ring, entertainment hub. The music is big there. We need to control that. We don't need outsiders people to come and invest in Africa. We're going to start small. We're not going to say, I like what Abraham is doing. We need another soul like Abraham now to patronize what he's doing, like Nigeria. But all of these other countries that I'm reading, continent that I'm reading today, all of them still under the ruling of French. All that money that all these other continent is sending to French need to cut French loose. cut French loose and restore back that money back into the treasury. And all of them other leaders who's running for 40 and 50 years and 60 years need to get up out of that throne, man, and let young people take off. You know the amount of money is in Africa. You think they want to control, we to black people to control that vast amount of wealth in Africa at this time? Africa is the next world power. They want to sit and tap and still have us as slaves. Do we want that? To them come by up all the commercial space in Africa and develop it up. And when you look, you say, my father did own that land. He go own it now. We don't need that. We need to be in control. We can do it. And that's why God said in Abraham, with the blueprint
Top,
for sure, black man said, listen, we can do it. And
top,
I'm praying
top
and I'm
dollar.
hoping that one day our nation and our kingdom will restore and we will get respect around the world. God bless and keep everyone. I love you all.
Okay, hold on, don't go yet. I'm asking that guys try and respect the time since we don't want anybody to interrupt anyone. There's always a timer over there. And I don't know, to those of you who want to defend, just be ready. But you know what? Sometimes, like we say, it's not about, like they say, walk the talk. Walking the talk will be the same about talking and uh, 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 putting people correct. And I just want to say that I met Top Dollar on a platform where there were Nigerians begging and Ghanaians also. I was in that live and I saw how Top Dollar was actually defending the continent and trying to get, against these black Americans who were spewing hate. You understand? I was there. So, like I said, on this media, everything that you do, you might think that people are not seeing. When I'm not live, I go around and see people who come here and talk, whether they're doing something different. So I would say big up to you, brother.
Thank you.
I was listening. I was listening. I have a recording of that. How some Africans are actually disgracing some of us. That is why people come here and they think they can talk to us anyhow because as an African, you are being bullied, you are being insulted, and you are still saying please. I have people who come here and say, let's give Ibrahim Traore 6 months, the West will deal with him. And this was a Nigerian. If he's saying that Nigeria is not painting the whole country, so those of you who want to defend, you gotta relax. Okay? There's another blogger right now who is painting Ibrahim Traore so bad right now as I speak. And the person is a Nigerian. Is it the whole country? No. You should be able to call people the fuck out. This is not a time of, oh, this is my tribe, this is my country, let me go and defend. No. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. We don't want no negative energy. If you are not for the movement, you are not part of the talks. F1 everyone, I
True.
didn't realize. So
True that,
uh,
man. True that.
so big ups to you. I saw what you're doing. Just keep doing that. And for those Africans who want to put some of us who don't bow down and they make people feel like we are inferior. And if you are here and you are an African man and you are listening, you go to other panels and beg, even when they are bullying you and make people think that Africans are inferior. You got to put a stop to it. We are not being told what to do. We don't bow. So if you're not doing that, you are failing the continent, you are failing the women, you are failing the name Africa. We don't do that. Don't go bow to people who are insulting you. Don't go on panels who are speaking against you. Don't do that. Don't insert yourself. Don't claim people who don't want to be claimed. I don't even know the obsession with Black Americans, with some of you Africans. I don't know the obsession. I don't know the obsession at all. But we don't bow to people. True Africans don't bow, and they respect themselves. Thank you for that, Top Dollar. Kavata, let's move on. Who is the next person to speak? I see that Reverend wants to make a comment. Allow him 1 minute to make a comment.
The next person actually has that was to speak has dropped. Maybe just let him make his submission, I think. What do you say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you,
right.
guys. Thanks. Sorry for interrupting, as I didn't know. But as I say to you,
Would you like to introduce yourself and proceed?
I'm a off-grid reverend here in London. Yeah, and as I say to you, I don't ascribe to these chemical corporations. It's all religion and banking and politics.
Yeah, and they all club together to globalize this realm and colonize it in a chemical, poisonous, destructive, global warming way. Yeah, they don't know anything about Mother Earth, about the natural law, one international human race. Is no body, goat, white skin. And that word, when you apply it to them, you're giving them that supremacy, because that's what white means when you apply it to people's skin tone, is supremacy. And black even means Caucasian, because it means be lacking. I'm not black. I'm not lacking anything. But they were be lacking of color and also spirit. You know, they don't know anything about the world. We were here first. Man and woman, he made them. And we went forth to multiply and fill the earth, subdue it.
Where are you from, Reverend?
London. Yeah,
You are
so
you are from London.
this is not Africa, because as far as I'm concerned, Africa is the colonizer's name. Yeah. And even the Arabic colon.
Africa is not a colonized name. I just muted you. I'm asking you, where are you from? You can open your mic and answer me. Africa is not a colonized name. Where are you from?
London. And as I
Are
say
you
to you,
African? I don't know any African who is a Londoner.
well, look, and as I say to you, I have to understand that this United Kingdom.
Let's try it again. Which part of
Okay, Brad, can I speak?
Alkebulan was the source of humanity.
Continue, Kavata.
Sometimes I worry about the church. Onassis, no, actually it's Mosam. Sorry, Mosam.
Hello, how are we doing, everybody? Hope you're all well.
We are well. Introduce yourself before you proceed.
No problem. My name is Mosam. I'm from UK. Parents are from Pakistan. I'm born and bred in the UK. So I want to say a few things. Number one, first and foremost, Ibrahim Traore. I'm not going to say what a legend because he's still alive. He needs to be protected. This man, this man is a breath of fresh air for the African people.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Hello? Yeah.
Hold on. Moderators in the comment section, please pay attention to what is happening on the screen. If we drop people, you don't have to bring them up. We don't just need people. We need people who are disciplined. We need people who are going to comport and follow protocol. Please don't bring people who are being dropped. And also, Mosam, are you
Yes,
African?
sir.
Are you African?
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm from UK.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm born. Yeah. So as I was saying, Ibrahim Traore is a man that must be protected and supported, and I'll explain why. So the saying is that slavery was abolished in what 1865, but the truth is it was never abolished. They have kept, and I say they, I mean those that want to be in power, they have tried to keep Africa on its knees, bleeding and stealing its natural resources. Africa is extremely rich in gold, in oil, in gas, in diamonds, in cottons, in fruit, in vegetables. You name it, the African continent provides natural commodities and it's full of that. So the problem is this. Somebody else mentioned, slightly touched upon it, but I want to go a little bit further into it. The reason why they have kept certain black people in power for certain parts of the continent is exactly for this reason. Number one, they tick the box of the color. Number one. Number two, they have got a leash around that person's neck. So they will continue to do as the master tells them, which is keep the people poor, keep the people fighting, and keep people divided. Divide and conquer. We know what that come from. We know where that come from. Divide and conquer. And a perfect example of what Africa will go through if it is not united is exactly what happened to Colonel Gaddafi and Libya. Colonel Gaddafi in Libya was supportive of Africa. It was his own people that helped get rid of him, and it was those homegrown peoples that were lapdogs of those in power. A perfect example of a lapdog is this Marines general. This general, Mr. Langley. What does he have in common?
What? Sorry, guys, to interrupt. Why did it take a? Can I not get muted, please? I'm sorry.
Shall I continue or not? Okay, thank you. So the perfect example is this general, 4-star general, America's general. What does he have in common? It's skin color. He's a black man representing the black people, but representing America. But the truth is, he is a perfect example of a coconut. He is a color on the outside, and then he's a color on the inside. And the inside color, what he believes in, firmly believes in, is against the people of America. It's against the people of Africa. Why is Ibrahim Traore so special? Number one, he wants to make a change of that pattern. He no longer wants to serve any leader, in a sense of he doesn't want to bleed Burkina Faso for anybody else, in particular France. I've lost count of the amount of assassination attempts on this person. I have lost count. And the saddest thing I recently heard is what this Nigerian president tried to do by working with France and America. And I'm sure you're all aware of that. They invited him to come and speak, to talk about peace, where really it was a dirty trap to arrest him as soon as the plane landed. Now, if his own people of color, by the way, if own people of color are doing that, you need to ask the question why. Why are they doing that? Number one, they are fearful of losing their wealth and their position. And they up. This is the time Africa must stand united. Yes, there's differences, and that's no problem. That's perfectly fine. But the big picture is that if Africa does not stand together, Iraq is an example of what will happen. Afghanistan is an example of what will happen. Pakistan is an example of what will happen. They want to take out rulers that are for the people. Why? Because the slave trade apparently abolished in 18 whatever it was, 60 whatever it was. But really, it is not abolished. It is still continuing. But it's continuing with a shirt and tie and a pen. And this is why we have these dog presidents and dog on a leash mentality people running countries to keep them poor and from being successful. Okay? Now, who is supporting Ibrahim Traore? President Putin. Okay? Yes, okay, I can't discuss in a sense of what's the highlights or good or bad, but the fact of the matter is he is supporting him so the West and France and these European countries that do not president into what's going on over there. He's
constructive observation. We'll move to the next person. The game.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mosam, thank you. Let me mute him. Guys, please be mindful of your. You saw someone came up here. I see that there's a lot of discipline on this TikTok app. And then you come and say you're educated. Please be mindful of your. I'm up on the live stream, somebody's talking, you open your mic, you're all over the place. How are you educated? How? No discipline, no decorum. Who trained you? Like, for real? Is this what people do on this app? Really? You come up on the screen, you hear somebody talking, and immediately you want to barge in and speak. They muted you, you open your mic. You see how this generation is messed up. No respect, no decorum. This will be somebody who will tell you I have masters. Masters in what? Huh? This is crazy, like seriously. But you have to address it, Kavata. When something happens, you have to address it after the person is finished talking, and then you move on. So people wouldn't come here and do that. Like they do on a different platform. We don't do that over here. Person is finished talking, and then you move on. So people wouldn't come here and do that. Like they do on a different platform. We don't do that over here. If you're not disciplined, this is not a platform for you. You say it, you keep saying it so that people will not make the same mistake. What a disgrace. Please continue.
I think yesterday in the previous live we had, the moderators kept saying, mute your mic, you're not listening. You come up, you want us to mute your mic for you. You want us to keep repeating the same thing, but you're the guys that are talking about, oh, Africa preaching unity. Oh, if you don't have discipline, all these things will be irrelevant, to be honest. You start with following simple instructions like mute your mic. So for me, if you don't mute your mic, I will just drop you like a hot stone. We need to be disciplined. Mo, I'll come back to you, please, if you allow me. The game.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Ronnie. I'm from Harare, Zimbabwe. Thank you for having me here. You find these things: poverty, inequality. In terms of we are at the bottom in terms of everything. Our infrastructure, our economies, our political, structures, everything. We are at the bottom. If you can check, if you go to Europe right now, they will tell you, guys, you are Africans, you must go back and fix your countries. We don't want you here. Now we are here in Africa. We are minding our own businesses. We are trying so hard to unite Africans. We are trying so hard to live the dreams of Kwame Nkrumah. We are trying so hard to live the dreams of Thomas Sankara. They are here again, messing with us. What do they want from us? Who is benefiting from the situation that we have here in Africa? From this poverty, if you can check everything that is happening in Africa right now in Africa, it's man-made. There is no a problem that you can say, no, this one is natural. Everything is man-made. And they are direct beneficiaries of this situation. The majority of these people who are benefiting from this situation, it's our presidents, it's the organization that does have links outside of Africa. Everything is being drained out of Africa. Our brains, our resources, everything that is for us. That's why you see people like Ibrahim Traore, they are a threat to the status quo. Because once the revolution in the Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger succeeded, it's going to destroy all this status quo of the people who are benefiting. That's why they are a threat to us, and we must take action. I don't think us as Africans, especially the youth right now, we are ready. We are ready to defend Ibrahim Traore because we know he is for us. He is for the future. He is for the next generation. If you ask these old cronies that are around Africa, these old Madalas, these old people, these old presidents, they don't have any vision, any future, anything to say about the next 5 years. The only thing they know is to rig elections, stealing our money from Africa, stealing our resources from Africa, Africa. So we don't have the time right now. We are running out of time. We have been asleep for the longest of time, especially the youth. Let us forget about the old people, especially us, the youth, because the future is in our hands for Africa. If you stop, it means we are dead. We are gone. Let us protect those people who are right now that we have, like Ibrahim Traore and other African leaders, that we know that this one they're standing up for us. Let us protect them. It is our duty. They might have the money, they might have the military and other African leaders that we know that this one they're standing up for us. Let us protect them. It is our duty. They might have the money, they might have the military power, but we do have the word. We do have the hope. You understand? Our unity is our unity. They will never take it away from us. We can never allow any Gaddafi scenario in Africa. We can never allow any Thomas Sankara situation in Africa. We can never allow any Biko situation in Africa. We can never allow any like the scenario of Samora Machel in Africa. Never. Never. This time they mess with the wrong people. We will never allow this. Our ancestors they mess them with us, but not us. Well, us we fight and we fight and we fight until we won. Thank you so much.
Submission. We will move on to Ish. I see you're back. Ish.
Oh, I'm just listening.
Okay. So could you make space for others in case of anything? You can always come back.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. Conceal Boss. Conceal Boss, are you there?
Okay. Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon,
Introduce
everyone.
yourself before you proceed.
Sure. Afternoon, everyone. Name is Richard Mitchell. I'm from Jamaica. I've been following up the whole story of Ibrahim Traore, and I must say I am very proud to be able to join on a platform like this to tell you Africans that I am here in Jamaica in the Caribbean. And, you know, in Jamaica, we are loved by everyone in the Caribbean and we are hated by everyone in the Caribbean. But I can tell you from my observation, based on persons that I've spoken with, so far I've met no one in Jamaica that speaks negative of President Ibrahim Traore. And even my wife said to me, you know, it seems as if I'm obsessed with Burkina Faso because it seems as if it's the only news that I want to be tuned into. And it's because of what Ibrahim Traore is doing with his country. It makes me want to move away from Jamaica and go and live in Burkina Faso. This man is a leader that a lot of other leaders in the world should try to emulate, to be like, because he is for the people. And I'm just saying that, you know, Africans that are there, just continue the good fight and protect Ibrahim Traore because he is for Africa. Thank you.
Submission, Conceal. You have spoken well. Kojo. Kojo 1. Jeff.
Tabata, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, when people finish talking.
Hello, please. I'm here. I'm Kojo. I'm here.
Just a second, Kojo. Yes, TM.
When people finish talking and there's a queue, you need to drop them and bring people up.
Okay.
Unless there's nobody in the queue.
All right. Kojo, I've invited you to mute your mic. Unmute, that is. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello, you're very welcome. Introduce yourself and proceed.
Yes, I'm Kojo, originally from Ghana, and I live in Europe. Greetings to everyone. Yes, I'm really happy to join the platform to discuss about African unity and the revolution that is going on. Hello, do you hear me? Hello?
Clear, just go on.
Okay, all right.
If you are not clear, I will let you know. So
okay, the revolution that is going on, I mean, the theme or the importance of it is African unity and to defend our hero. Ibrahim Traore has become a hero of our time. You know, God or nature always gives us a hero of a generation. We have had different heroes in different times of the season. Mandela, Steve Biko, Marcus Garvey, Kwame Nkrumah, all of them came in a season, in a generation. But what has happened for me, I have observed that the political power, they say, emanates from the people. All this revolution that has given support to Ibrahim movement has become popular or supported from the civil society, from the people, where the power emanates from. We have the power. We are the power. And the political heads have always failed us because they think of themselves and they serve a different purpose or different interest. So in this case, what I believe we can do further, the civil society in Africa, you and I, who they commonly say as common people, that have the power, that wield the power, we must continue to engage with ourselves. Most importantly, how do we generate opportunity among ourselves? There are opportunities that exist in Jamaica. There are opportunities in South Africa or may not exist opportunity. How do we bring that opportunity so that Ghanaians can benefit? These opportunities, because this interaction bring us more unity than, or it further enhance our unity purpose. For instance, right now that nature has given us Ibrahim Traore, what souvenirs, t-shirts, souvenirs, others, anything that Africans we can create and sell to ourselves to generate opportunity for ourselves, wealth for ourselves, so that we take to empower ourselves. Right now, there is an organization called Economic Power something that they have the headquarters in Ghana. That means Africans can trade among ourselves so easily and so efficient. How do we use this platform, use this opportunity, use this, medium to empower ourselves? Because whatever we are doing must, come together with both political, economic, social, and everything. How can we intermarry ourselves? How can a Ghanaian marry a South African so that we can understand better ourselves and we can integrate more? All these things bring unity. So, from my perspective, I see that we must do more, we must educate more, we must interact more. How we can mingle ourselves so that our unity may come through different angles that will bind us together, that will strengthen our unity together, that will, bring us more closer to one another. We are using this medium, platform, this opportunity within this generation, what is going within this revolution, so that we can do a lot among ourselves. I want us to bring or deliberate or bring more ideas onto this platform, share, invite ideas, critics. What I'm saying, I'm just, prompting an idea. People have fine idea. People, can bring better idea, refined ideas, so that we can generate opportunity among ourselves, and that will bring or enhance more unity in furtherance of this revolution. So this is my short submission. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your submission and your critical prompts. You mentioned education. We need to educate ourselves, but also we need to discern what kind of education we are applying to inform ourselves, and we need to know who we are first before we can move and cultivate to be ever growing. For now, that's what I can say. Instead of just jumping ship. Jeff Ngoy, are you there? Jeff is not there, so we will move to Dre.
Tabata, check your mic. I'm here. I'm here, sister. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, can I speak?
Yes, you can speak. Introduce yourself and proceed.
Yes, my name is Jeff Ngoy. Originally from DRC, but I'm based in South Africa, Cape Town, to be precise. Yeah, I just want to say that as African, I was listening to some other African Americans were talking on the panel. I don't know the name of that lady. She was not happy with the way that some African were talking about the general Michael, you see? And some African Americans, they came up and they were saying that, why are we attacking Michael? Because Ibrahim Traore had more than 16 attempt coups, and Africans never stood up. Why all of a sudden, because Black American spoke about what he's doing now, every African is going crazy. It's like we don't like them. And I was like, so on this topic, I don't even want to join the topic. So because they were going crazy, there's only like it was like only Black Americans they were on that panel. So I told myself, no, look, let me just go down and go on the panel where Africans are and ask them the same questions they were asking Africans. Why we didn't stand up? Because this is not the first time Ibrahim Traore is being attacked. He had more than 16 attempt coups. As Africans, what were we doing? We don't have to give up like that, man. That's why they see us as a weakest continent, as the weakest people. I don't know. So I just need an answer from you guys. That's all I want to say. Okay.
Again.
Doctor, mute yourself, please.
Thank you so much. I'm Dr.
Mute
Red.
yourself, sir.
Again.
What? You have not been called. You have to wait to be called before you speak, please. Order in the house. Jeff, I Yes, hear bro. I hear whatever you're saying, but when Yes, you see any panel like that, please don't go there. Okay? Don't ever, because that is what we're saying. It is a way of entertainment for them to bring you guys up, to bully you, to see how you be worried. Please, Yes. don't. We don't have time for questioning. When you see any people like that,
blocked it.
good.
I blocked it.
Good. That's what you have to do. Okay? And always go to spaces where Africans are actually really talking. So don't worry yourself about that. We don't even have time for that. Okay?
Yes, bro.
People will understand how they want to understand things and do whatever they want to do, but that is their problem. Our continent is under attack, and that is why we are here to talk about it. So just leave them alone. I just pity the Africans who go up there and try to explain. No, it is not like that. It is meant that way for you to go up and be crying so they can bully you and mute your mic and don't let you finish your sentence. But
Yeah, and she was doing that all the
good,
time. Whenever
good,
African tried to speak up,
good,
she mute
good,
him or she blocked him.
good.
You
Hold
see?
on, hold on. And the African, they still go there and they still speak.
and then they even say sorry to them. And a lot of you Africans are ashamed to the continent. You go on this panel, they insult you, you say please, you still stand there, you still want to talk. That is why they think that we are inferior. You understand? When they meet Africans like that and they bully them and they still beg, that is why they think all Africans are like that. That is why when anyone
Yes.
comes here to try, we give it to them and they are surprised. We don't roll like that. So all those Africans actually doing that, we will deal with them one by one. Pick me,
Yeah, true,
especially
bro.
especially I think those ones have low IQ. They don't have respect. They don't even care about their dignity. And they are making other people see us as inferior. But until they meet this type of African, then they'll be confused. So all of you doing that, we don't need you to climb up there to go and explain anything. You don't explain yourself. You keep explaining yourself, they keep muting you, they keep not listening to you, and you still sit there. And some of you are doctors and nurses, but you don't have common sense. You would like to be bullied and you still go sit there. A lot of you are failing the continent. You will not even see the women on the panel doing this or trying to explain this, but it is human, especially Ghanaians and Nigerians. It is so crazy when I see you guys do that. No dignity explaining yourself. They muting you, they calling you names, and you are saying sorry, ma, sorry, ma. Are you okay?
Yeah, most of them are Nigerians that were coming up and saying that sorry, sorry, we Africans were the problems. No, we're not the problem. Our
I
leaders
know,
are
I know
being
that
led.
that is what they
They are
are
being
doing.
led by the Western.
It's okay, Jeff. I don't want it. I don't want this to be the topic because that is pettiness and all those
Yeah.
low ass men doing that on the panel. If you need a wife, just tell them you need a wife. Don't go and put the continent down just because you want to pick me. It's crazy. We have to deal with them in a way because we Africans don't bow and we don't get to be told what to do. We don't do that. That is why everybody think they can just come here and disrespect us. This is not a panel. Thank you for that. And I believe everybody is
Okay.
listening.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
Jeff, for your submission. I see that the crew is in the comment section. The moderators kindly do not mute the mic for anybody who comes up on the panel. I'll announce severally that when you come up, mute your mic upon arrival. No one will mute the mic for you. We need to start with small things before we can target the big giant. Dre, are you there?
Oh, sorry, is it red?
Dre, are you there?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't really want to have more conversation, but I just want to thank you for this community and uniting Africans together to say their mind, all of that. So I'm so happy and I'm really great. I'm really grateful for that. So I'm from Nigeria, but this my country. A lot of people don't really know what's going on. I wish we can expound this to my country because I try to share this live to people I know on TikTok because people in Africa, sorry, in especially Nigeria, most of them don't know what those Westerners, what these people are doing to us. They're just confused and a lot of things, and they are just focusing different kind of things because where I am right now, a lot of people suffering, no good health, no good education, nothing. This country is just so, just I don't even know what I have to say because everything just organized. The government is doing everything up, and right now we just need to vote for a leader because they just come around, they just choose a leader in our country. They just come around, we will vote. Our vote don't usually count. We just choose a leader, just come around. Everything in the country, and nobody is making that. So I'm so happy for this for this organization, this thing you form and unite Africa together, because in for so many years now, they make us hate other African countries, other Africans, even Nigeria. Yeah, they make us hate other people, other tribes, other religions, all of that. They make us hate other people. But now I've realized that the only way we can fight those people is to unite together and be one. And I know these people speak them down. Because we have suffered so long, long. This is the time now. Fight back. That's what belongs to us. So thank you very much for this thing you form about uniting people together to speak their mind. I'm very, very happy for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your appreciation, and I appreciate your submission. And I understand your grievances. We all have the same grievances around here. I will repeat a very simple instruction. When you come up, mute your mic upon arrival. Nobody should mute the mic for anybody. And please just observe. This is how we end up where we end up. If you don't follow simple instructions, you don't have the discipline, you don't listen carefully, you don't observe carefully. Hmm? Thank you, Dre.
Thank you.
So the mics have to be muted. No one will do it for you. Dr. Den, are you there? Dr. Ren,
Yes, please, my sister.
welcome. Introduce yourself before you proceed.
Thank you.
Jeff, hold on. Jeff, did you just hear the moderator
Yeah.
says mute your mic? Jeff, can
Yeah,
you
bro.
mute yourself?
I must unmute myself.
Sorry, Kabata, go ahead.
Go on, Ren. Hey, Africa. You grieve my heart. Simple instructions. You must get them right. Ren, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. I'm Ren from Ghana, currently living in Europe. I must say that I'm very happy to live to see this day unfolding, and I hope that we will maintain the momentum, and that it's not just going to be all talk all day, but we'll move from talk to action that will lead us to have economical power, and that will lead us to come out from neocolonialism and imperialism. I think that Ibrahim Traore has led the way. He has ignited something in all of us, our hearts. And today we meet on this platform to think not just about ourselves, not just about thinking about how we can go outside and meet some girls or meet some boys, but to think about the future of our great continent, Mama Africa. Now, this is something that my grandfather, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah from Ghana, had always been talking about. And today, the question I ask, in as much as we are fighting and shouting and screaming that neocolonialism should be a thing of the past, we must understand one thing. We must understand that the brothers and sisters that we have them on our continent, many of them, their brains have been brainwashed. Some are fast learners and some are slow learners. So what do? If we are sharing information, which is knowledge, I will urge that we just don't do it only in English language, but also we can also send the message down to the grassroots. And when I say grassroots, I mean to every nook and cranny of our great continent, for our people to understand that we are together and that we are not enemies, and that the people that we wrestle against are not ourselves, and that those that we are wrestling against are the ones that seek continuously to divide us. Why are they dividing us? They are dividing us because they do not want us to benefit from the natural resources that the great God in his own infinite wisdom gave to us. So what do? We have to share information. It should not just be a 9-day wonder, because then it means that it's better that we didn't start after all. So to my brothers and sisters, if we are going to come out from these woes, another thing which is very important, we must deliberately, and I use the word deliberately, and purposefully start thinking about how can we become economically powerful. Because even today, as we are talking, Burkina Faso, they need help, but the help that they need from the brothers and sisters that they will so wish that they will get that help is only the voice, but not in terms of accoutrements, guns and ammunitions. So who is going to supply them? The same colonial people, imperialists, their cousins, as they call them, Russians, who today still help them. It's still a shame. It still doesn't sound right. How is it that Burkina Faso is going through these troubles? How is it that Congo, the richest country in the whole world, is going through troubles? And yet, the giant of Africa in terms, as they always say, they are the giant, the super eagles, the Nigerians. Oh, my brothers, I love them, but permit me to feel free and voice my thoughts. That they are only giant in numbers, not giant in terms of defense. Because today, Burkina Faso is crying. Maybe you could have helped them with accoutrements. But today, they are still waiting. And today I learned that the Russians came to town to support them. So, what I'm saying is that the shout and the screaming and the TikTok organization must not stop here. It must lead to another platforms where we can share knowledge that will lead to the total redemption and that we can come out of poverty. China did it in 1978. Korea did it. Japan did it. It is time for us to do it. It is time for us to come together.
Dr. Rain, be cognizant of your time, please.
Thank you, my sister. The ancestors have entered into me.
I understand. 1 minute.
Thank you, sister. So in ending, I will say that let us not stop. Let's continue. Let's tell our brothers and sisters that we are not enemies. We are lovers. We are brothers. We are sisters until they came to divide us. Yes, we may not be perfect, but love can be taught. And let us make it intentional to forgive each other, especially as Africans, and come together and build one voice, one army, one strength, one financial capacity that will enable us come out of this poverty. Because it is poverty that maketh us still run to Europe and America and to these Russians. And I hope that day will come soon. If not even our time, our children will know that their forefathers who came, they fought for them, and that we, after all, were not fools. Thank you so much. God bless us.
Thank you. It will be in our lifetime, by the way. And love is not taught. It's in us to love one another. Hate is the one that is taught. So if we are going to love our brothers and sisters, let's actually act on that. Now, I just want to give a little tutorial with words rather than demonstration. When you come on the panel and you click your profile, below there you'll see a camera, something which I don't understand because I'm also new on TikTok, and a microphone. When you click that microphone, it mutes. I will not compromise that. When you come up on the panel, you need to mute the mic yourself. So we will proceed to, I think, Amos Ezekiel, as we look forward to everybody having their mics muted until it's your time to speak. Amos, are you there? Amusu. Ezekiel,
I'm here. Good evening.
how are you? Introduce yourself and proceed.
Okay, my name is Amusu Ezekiel. I am a Togolese, but I am living in Nigeria now. So I want to thank you for this community and this gathering now. Thank God for that. My own opinion is I just come to appreciate you guys as you people are trying, because this I can't say you people start all this today. You people started long, but today we are here. So I thank you people for that. So my own opinion is what is happening in the country, let me just say in Africa, I am not happy with it. But as we see someone that will stand for us now, I think we need to follow that person. And also the level of that person is advisable that all of us should follow him and do the right thing, because we have suffered. Our forefathers have suffered. Our mothers, all of them suffer. We are slave to the white. So I think this is the right time to stand. And what is happening in Nigeria too is too much that we cannot bear it. I know the people that are living in Nigeria now, they will testify. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. That some of our brothers here from other countries, like my brothers from Togo, they came here to work, to hustle for themselves. And some of them from Lagos, they call them to go to Port Harcourt and work. They are like 20 people, Togolese. And the bus that they enter in the night, they rob them on the road. Nobody know. The people that rob them, they are calling us that we should give them 3 million, everybody, Nigeria money. That we don't have that kind of money. And before we know, they begin to kill them on the phone. When you call, you say you don't have money, they will say, who is your brother? When you call your brother, they will say, okay, there's no money. They will kill your brother on the phone. You will hear his voice that he's dying.
Hold on.
So
No, you cannot use the K word. Please don't forget to remind us. Everyone in the comments, everyone. Don't use the K word.
Use an alive.
Okay, I'm here.
Analyze or delete. Don't use the K word. Microphones, when you come on the panel, make sure you mute your mic upon arrival.
And some of them said they will even call you on the video call and show you the head that this is your brother. We kill him because we don't have the 3 million to give. Your family don't have the 3 million to give. So serious things are going wrong in this country. So if we can have an injustice that things will go well, I will be very, very happy. Then I will be support. I will support. I call my brother now in Italy. I've been joined the line before, but my brother called me. That's what we are discussing. Things are going wrong there. The way they intimidate them there, killing them along the road. I am not happy.
Hold on.
As all this is happening now.
Hold on. I'm telling you, don't use the K word. Don't use the K word. Don't use the K word. Africans, don't do this. Please remember, we're eating a lot of honey. Don't use the K word.
Seconds, Ezekiel. Use an alive, delete. Don't use the K word. You're done, Ezekiel. Ezekiel, are you done?
It's not that you open his mouth. I didn't have a
Okay, we move on.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I want to know what is the problem of Jeff and who keeps bringing Jeff up. You have been saying, mute your damn mic. I don't get it. Is this the attitude we are moving on to unity and revolution? And moderators in the comment section, we told you when we drop somebody, don't bring them. People have to be disciplined. It is serious.
Jeff Ngoy.
Yeah, please open your mic. Amos, open your mic. Amos, open your mic. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
You said you're Togolese.
Yes, I'm here.
You see the picture on the screen?
Yeah, that's my picture.
No. Look at my picture on the screen. There's a picture of something on the screen. I want you to look at it. Can you see it?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Do you know what it is?
No, sir.
Are you sure you don't know what it is? I said Togolese. Are you sure you don't know?
On the screen, I'm seeing the two pictures here.
Yeah, you don't know what it is as a Togolese?
This is pen.
Is this familiar to you as a Togolese? Does it look familiar to you?
Is it a pen?
Yes.
Yes.
You have them in Togo?
No, I am not in Togo. I don't know whether they have it now.
Okay, so mute yourself and listen. Information coming is Togolese are bringing this to Ghana and giving it to the school children. When they open it, it blasts on their face. A lot of children are bleeding because of this, and it is brought into my country by Togolese. This is currently under investigation. I cannot show the pictures of the victims because it goes against the community guide. That is why I'm asking you if you are familiar with this. You are not, right? You said you are not. See, we really have a problem as Africans, okay? You see, like what is going on in Nigeria that you reported, it is true. There's a lot of kidnapping of our Ghanaian women, and it's a whole lot happening. And Togolese are also doing it. I think I'll just show the picture real quick. I'll show it real quick. Togolese are bringing this into Ghana and giving it to school children. For what reason, I don't know. But they call it that there's a form of small bomb in it and it's hurting the children. We don't understand why you guys want to be hurting yourself. Don't let Ghanaians or don't let us think that it's a free thing we did for everyone to come to our country was a mistake. We don't want Ghanaians to start reacting. We don't want this to start happening. We don't want to be losing our lives just because we open the border for everybody to come in. We don't want this to happen. Hold on. Let me show you guys a picture. It's going to be real quick. Just keep looking at the screen. Keep looking at the screen.
you guys see that? Do you see it? And you guys want us to open the fucking border. Are you guys all ready for what, Africa? You want to open the border? Really? Amos, I'm not blaming you, but send a message to your brothers and sisters who are in our country, Ghana. I mean, it's not going to be easy. When the report is really done and we finalize, we are going to chase them out of Ghana. Okay? We cannot be harming ourselves. We cannot open the border for everybody to come in, and our people have to be hurting for no fucking reason. Is this what opening the border means? Is this the one Africa all of you are really, really, really looking for? Are you guys ready? I digress.
Okay. I hear you, sir. Hello.
So much for your submission, Amosu, Ezekiel. That's very disturbing. Sets, gadgets, empire.
Everybody.
Good evening. Welcome. Introduce yourself before you proceed.
Moment, I would just like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good day. And I don't know what's going on, TM, but for this time here, I wouldn't think. But the first 2 times I come up here, remember the day when they come and they tell me, say, yo, come across on the live. I call down my life and I come over to live. So them first 2 times, I blame you. I don't know what really going on, but the 3rd time I come up here and I get dropped. And then I sit here and I see everybody
It is
come up.
TikTok, One Africa. I don't know what they are doing to my life.
I just sit here and I see everybody come here and they come here and they come here and they come here. I've been here since about 5 people just come and speak and I ain't said nothing.
I'm sorry. I thought you're a mod, so I'm sorry. I thought you're modding. Sorry. You can go on, by the way.
I don't know what's going on, but I cannot say so. I don't know, but I just feel like it again a different energy. You know, I don't know what vibes it is. But
sorry. I'm so happy to see you.
Not you, Kavita. I only blaming you on the mod skill because I don't know. I've been bringing up people and plus I sit in here and I see other people coming. So I not you. Tia, man, I called you the other day, so I don't know what's going on. But me and you could reason all that. But all you can go ahead, man. I had something to do. I spent my time here waiting to say something, but I had something important to bring on. Then after I say, but I just want to say this before I go.
No, don't go. Just make your submission.
I'm gonna just say this before I go. You know, I mean, it's a bunch of fake people on this. I've been saying this for the longest while. And it's funny that when we trying to work together, all of us, and I'm talking to all of us here, I'm picking no name. Those who in the comment, those whoever, wherever you at. We talk a lot, but we don't actually support. We only support, and this we see what happened with Abraham Toure. That was a bandwagonist majority of the time. Because some of these people there, they just go in because they see it now that something could happen. But when we're telling them that, everybody have the energy, the negative energy towards it. Even on the 30th of March, on the 4th, I give Abraham Toure his flowers. I make sure and do that way before this time. And way before that, even when Danny used to be on the live, we are deal with this. And I'm just saying this, brother, to my brother here, TM. Be careful of people that come in on the live that here for, they might subscribe, they might do whatever they want to do, but they're just here for a different reason. And you can't really know every and each last one of them. But I'm just saying this again. With one love and all due respect to my brothers and sisters, big up all yourself. And as I say again, give thanks for life and give thanks for the life giver. Because I lost my train of thought with everything I was going to say, but all go ahead, man. See you all around.
One Africa, can I defend myself, please, and take responsibility at the same time? To be honest, I thought he joins and then he mods sometimes, so I didn't think he wanted to make a submission. He always encourages us to come up. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, please. I was happy to see you. Sets, go on.
name is Seth, and I'm from Nigeria.
How are you?
Um, I'm good. I've been on this platform multiple times before now, and I'm always glad that I have the opportunity to speak when given the opportunity. Um, I see the headline Africa Unity Movement. To me, I feel that we are going somewhere. I think this is the right step at the right direction, but we have to be careful and we have to be very diplomatic. First, I want to ask that a lot more platforms be open so that people can be enlightened of on what's going on. I think I was aware of the March 30th the match that happened on the 30th last month. You see, a lot of people did not actually do that match in my country, Nigeria, because they were not so much aware. So I would ask that many more platforms be open so that people can be brought to awareness so that they can know exactly what's going on. And I want us to always know that we are one, and it's not going to be easy for us to come back as one, but we have to kickstart the process and make sure that we'll start working on it to make sure that we have a one Africa, because we have a lot of differences. And the way the Westerners have made us by colonialism, it has made us to be divided against ourselves. And this has happened for a period of time, a very long period of time, which will not be easy for us to just overturn. So, knowing that it's not going to be easy, we have to try as much as possible to start building it now. And the only way to build this is by awareness. I would really long to see that day when our countries will be border free. I saw what the host just the pictures that he just displayed. It is so tragic, and my condolence goes to the families. But I hope that investigations are carried out as fast as possible so that we can be able to prevent further occurrence. But in moving forward, I would really encourage this oneness as an African, and knowing fully where it's not going to be easy, I want us to continuously build it. And another thing I discover is when people are doing wrong, or maybe when they are not in the right track, I feel correcting them, correcting them the right way would be better instead of harshly rebuking them. So that's all I have to say. Good evening, everybody.
Have you observed any harsh rebukes around here? Maybe we could use your feedback.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of the microphone, previously, I think the moderator, I think you what normally when anybody comes to the platform,
we go block account as usual. So we run try to make some rectifications for background to see how it fit. Whether they go put them on, off, or how, because the last from
just
past
for a minute, 2 to 3 seconds.
okay.
That shit drop
This one are the major one.
Okay, it looks like they took down his life.
TikTok has been doing that a lot these days, trying to take down, any voice that's speaking about concerns coming from Africa. Let me just see here.
Ukijoin tuma request upandishwe. Ukijoin tuma request upandishwe. Tumeni request mpandishwe. Tumeni request mpandishwe.
As that those chat them, these pictures them, we need to work on top each before.
Okay, so most of the lives going on about Africa, they keep shadow banning or taking it down. So if it comes back on, I will bring it back. Okay. So for now, we're just gonna go ahead. I don't know what this one is about. There's not much going on there. I will definitely bring it back for you guys. Okay. So we're gonna end it for now. Thank you very much, guys.